Good afternoon. It is 3:02. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs Studios. Tennessee football was back on the practice field today as fall camp begins, just 1 month away from the start of the 2026 college football season. In NFL news today, the Washington Commanders are signing four-time Pro Bowler and former Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs, who's coming off a 1,000-yard season in New England. Diggs will pair up with Terry McLaurin as targets for Jaden Daniels. Also, Texans wide receiver Tank Dell made his return to the practice field Wednesday, marking the first time he has engaged in any sort of team-padded practice since December of 2024. Nashville SC returns to the pitch tonight as they open up League's Cup play against Lyon at Geodis Park. Kickoff for that one is at 7:30 p.m. For any foundation repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home with the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three at 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope y'all are doing well. Day ending in Y, which means... well, it doesn't necessarily mean that, but it is that. It is that. Slay's here.
I'm in a building.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it on, baby.
Oh, yeah.
My headphones are, jacked.
Oh, yeah.
They sound good.
Guess what I just see? Guess what I just see?
What you just
Guess
see,
what I just saw?
No, tell me what you just see, though. That's why I'm at with it today. Heck yeah. Let's go.
Cito. Babs is not here. She'll be back tomorrow. Yep. She's got ESPN college football conferences going on the last 2 days. Yep. So she'll be back tomorrow, but her prize closet is open today.
Hey, we get to sneak in our Babs in closet.
5 o'clock hour, your chance to win My Chemical Romance tickets at Nissan Stadium on August 13th, plus 2 tickets to Holiday World Splash and Safari coming up.
Ain't no telling what we may come out with.
I know you're a roller coaster guy. What is do you have a favorite park? Do you have a favorite roller coaster?
Yeah, so this goes a couple of ways. The last one that I was able to go get on and have real fun in, I think I was at...
Because it's hard for you, for people that don't know, Slay's 6'8".
Yeah,
can't ride all of them.
Nope.
Can ride certain ones.
Right. This one, my legs and everything was able to dangle, so I was up with this one. This was, I want to say it was California Adventure, Six Flags, California Adventure.
Oh, yeah, back when you were in L.A.?
Yeah, they had a ride called the X5. Oh, my gosh, dog. You sit in it. I'm like we're sitting in a chair, sitting upright. You got the harness over your chest. They make you, so you have to hold on to the harness once they strap you in.
Hold on.
You got to hold on for your love. If you don't, you're in trouble because you're out of there. There's so many iPhones and everything that was dropped. So when they get ready to take you off, it's a ramp under you that your feet are touching. Before you take off, you got to cross your arms, hold on to your harness, or just hold on to it like it's a parachute. Got what you love. And then when the floor moves, the ramp,
the floor moves.
Yeah, it goes down. It goes down.
While you're sitting on the roller coaster, the floor lowers.
The floor lowers.
So you can go.
Yes.
Okay.
And then when they do that, it lifts you up. The roller coaster lifts you up a little bit, so it starts taking off. And when it clears the platform, you're in midair.
Oh, no.
And it swings you where you're facing down.
See,
so you're laying.
I've known you a long time. I don't see you digging that.
This is good.
You like it?
This is good. I'm a roller coaster junkie, this is the problem.
Okay.
So when you laying down, it's taking you up, and then when you get to the top, when it's about to drop it, and you looking down the whole time. That sound is
that
horror.
sound will get you.
That's horror.
Yeah.
That's the next thing to Jason.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear that sound or Jason Voorhees, him, the little yeah, you don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
And that's what it sounds like with the click, click, click.
Yeah.
So when they get up there, and they drop you.
That's why I always want to be in the front, because I want to know where the apex is. If I'm in the back, I don't know when you're going to go.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Everybody knows.
Okay.
Because everybody's face down.
Everybody knows the dice are loaded.
I'm telling you. Hey, so when they drop you, you going face down towards the ground, and then it swerves you up, and then you come up, you upside. Hey, man.
You go upside down?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You like the upside down?
It was amazing.
Okay.
The only thing that always scares me is when it goes low to the ground, I'll be like, my legs long.
Right.
Like, wouldn't that be something if we come back and the platform raise up and I ain't got no legs?
Yeah. I mean, just cut off at the knee.
Dude.
Both of them. You would go from...
And I'd still be alive.
You would be alive, but you would no longer be 6'8". You would be like 5'7".
Might not be that. Because I got a little torso.
I'd be taller than you.
Yeah, ain't no question. My torso ain't up about 2 feet. I'll tell you that now.
Man, so Opryland back in the day.
Oh.
Chaos. When it worked.
When it worked.
Y'all. Okay, so for those that don't know.
Was that the wood one?
No, it was the one indoors.
Okay, all right. Yep.
And it came later, so they built it later. But when they built Chaos, like it's so for those that don't know, that we used to have a theme park here called Opryland. It is now a mall. But the Grizzly River Rampage was awesome. The Flume Zoom.
Man, all that, dog.
But I'm missing in my head. I'm missing the two roller coasters. I remember Chaos. Chaos worked 60% of the time.
Yep.
And it was awesome. It was indoors. It was kind of like Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Down in Orlando, if you know that one. But it's in the dark, and you're going high rate of speed in the dark. And then they had screens that are showing you all kinds of things. But there was one roller coaster at Opryland that took you upside down.
Yeah.
And it was older. I don't remember what it was called.
Don't worry.
And then there was the one that like you attached like on your arms, and it kind of took you upside down and stuff. Can't remember.
I don't know where you are.
Cannonball. Yeah.
Oh, that might be.
Candy B says she worked Chaos and Flume Zoom.
Man, I'm telling you, a lot of. Oh, that
Wild Guys Cannonball. That one took you upside down.
See?
It was white in the middle of the park.
Screaming Delta Demon.
Screaming Delta Demon. That was the one. That was the other one I was talking about. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Old Mill Screen. That's the wood one.
I miss Opryland, man.
Oh, man. Y'all took so much from us when y'all took Opryland. People coming from everywhere, dog.
They're coming from everywhere. But, like, the locals, like, you could buy a season pass for less than $100.
I was in there.
And you go in and, like, you get dropped off by your mom, your grandma, somebody else's mom, whoever. And then they're like, okay, I'll be back by 6. You didn't have a phone.
No phone.
So you had to be outside the park at 6. And then, like, traffic and all these things, like, your mom might not get there till 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You're out there waiting.
Yep. I'm going to tell you something cold-blooded, I was just talking about this with Chris. I'm telling you.
By the way, all lines are ringing right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was game on. And at this time, I'm 13, 14. We used to get dropped off to that bad boy.
Yeah.
You go in there, and this is how it used to go down. People were coming from everywhere, Kentucky, Georgia, Alabama, everywhere. They were coming to this theme park. You come there, and you think you be Mac Daddy-ing. You feel me? You going to get a number. You know what I mean? And you ain't got...
You run this thing.
Yeah, it's on. I'm getting phone numbers.
It's my
and
home
everything.
court right here.
What? Get back to the house, you make the call, and you try to plan to come next week to the theme park, but you don't know if they're going to make it. But you be like, man, I'm showing up anyway.
And you can't contact them.
You can't contact them.
Unless you're going to write a letter.
Yeah, like, dude, you go in there. Hey, man, I used to be at the payphone. Pocket full of quarters.
Pocket full of kryptonite.
Man, that's what people used to steal phone calls,
man.
too. Man, we all old.
And all these people calling her.
Real life. Yes,
I hope you know that everybody in the vicinity of our voices that lived here during that time told us what the name of the roller coaster was.
Wabash Cannonball and
but it was
Screaming Delta D.
after you had said it, so I had to tell these people.
We're going to play this game, Zeph. You're out of the mix here.
Oh, no.
Let's go to line 1. You're live on the air on 3HL. Who is this?
John Franklin.
John, what's up, John? You used to go, man?
I worked at Opryland for 4 seasons.
Oh, man.
You were one of the little cretins that somebody's parents would drop off and leave there all day.
Probably. But, hey, John, listen, man. I'm a rule follower, so I wasn't making too much of things with you. But
I was trying to steal all kind of lemonades and everything, John. I'm going to be real. I was so thirsty, didn't have a dime. I ain't playing.
What? I didn't have a dime. What did you work, John?
I worked the raft ride, which became the old Mill Stream. I was the lead there for 3 years. And then I worked the Tin Lizzies My last year I was a lead there, but I worked every ride in the park in those 4 years.
Listen, man, for people that don't know, Tin Lizzie is like the car thing with the little rail in the middle, and you could drive it if you were underage and stuff. I've never felt more pressure, John, in my life than driving that Tin Lizzie to keep it off that rail.
Yeah, you remember when kids would try to bounce it off. If you hit it hard enough against the rail, you could bounce it. But the 82 World, that was the summer, the 82 World's Fair, and I don't know if you remember, it was hot as this summer.
I went.
It was every bit as hot as the summer.
Yep.
And we would go over, the break room is between the trees right there next to the Tin Lizzie. The break room was actually behind the Angle Inn, if you remember where that was. And we would literally go over there and just collapse by the trees or try to get into the air conditioning because it was so hot. And the fumes didn't help either. You're breathing those gas fumes. But, you know, the hardest ride to work there, the hardest thing to do there was I believe it was the 50s end of the Skytram. What do they call that?
What did they call that?
Skyride.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's
because you had to catch those cars, and if there was some hefty people on them, it was it came at such an angle. It came at a lower angle than the New Orleans area. Listen, they literally did this. You worked 30 minutes on, and you had 30 minutes off. 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off.
That's how much stress was involved. Hey, thank you, John. Appreciate it, man.
All right, bro.
Good stuff, dog.
Dude, I used to ride that tram after we would ride the Grizzly River Rampage because you would get wet on it, and like you would need a break to kind of dry off
Gotta
and
get
stuff.
a break.
I don't, like, this is, when we say at the end of the show, organized chaos, this was not organized.
At all.
We just came in and did this. Dan in Lewisburg. Dan, what's up?
Hey, guys, I got an old school theme park for you.
All right.
If you was around in the Nashville area in the 70s, 80s, there was a place called Beach Bend Park in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Beach Bend was the truth, the water park.
Up in Bowling Green.
It's still going on, ain't it?
It kind of died and then came back.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they had a ride there called the Wild Mouse. and the front of the cart you were riding would actually look like the head of a mouse. But anyway, it would literally, when you took off, you go out about 10, 15, 20 feet, then you just go straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, straight up is up like a light pole.
Yeah.
Then it goes straight down, then level out. And then there was a little small lake of water, and it had a curve as you was going up, and then it would level out. And then it would, like, shoot you out over the water, and the first thing out of your mouth when it's going over the water is like, oh, shenanigans.
Yeah.
What is happening? And I
love
tell you,
it.
that was a scary. Hey, it would make grown men grab their knees or cover their eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, it wasn't no bad boys on that ride.
I love that. I
Love it, Dan. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, Beach Bend. I forgot about that. I only went there once. Did you go up there?
Yep, Kentucky Kingdom. Like I'm telling you, I'm
You're a theme park guy.
man. What Kings Island up in Cincinnati? I'm everywhere.
So I spent 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade in Houston. We had Astro World. Astro World was legit, man. Yeah. It was so good. It had the Texas Cyclone or whatever, but it had a water park attached to it.
Yeah.
I think it's gone.
Right.
Like Opryland. But that was
I'm looking at Wild Mouse right now.
Wild Mouse.
It's been mistaken as a children's ride. It's not. Climb up to 60-foot
Well, then
chain
don't call
hill.
it the Wild Mouse.
Right? Steep drops, only encounter turns that will leave your mouse car spinning.
Josh in Nashville. Josh, what do you got, man? Yo, Josh. Oh, John. That's my bad. I misread.
John,
Sorry.
yeah.
John, yeah. What's up, man?
So, y'all took me down memory lane. Chaos was the absolute best ride. Like you said, when it was working.
You know the best part about Chaos, real quick, before you tell your story? When you're in line, number one, you would wait in line for like an hour and a half. They didn't have fast passes like they do at Disney, but you could hear it, like rumbling and stuff, like as you were in line going toward the door. It was so much fun. What you got, John?
The building would shake.
Yeah.
You could feel it in line.
Yeah.
But between my 7th and 8th grade year, middle school years, I made out on that ride more so than any other ride in that park.
Yeah. Listen.
That was your move,
I'm
John?
with you,
That was
John.
your move?
I ain't even mad at you.
Everyone in here in the dark.
You take them indoors. It was dark. They sat in front.
I'm telling you.
Voila.
I'm telling you, dog. Listen, I ain't mad at Josh, dog, because I meant John. John, I'm sorry. Not
I
Josh.
put Josh in your head.
Yeah, you sure did.
John.
Now, I'm telling you right now, your Mac Daddy moves, the best of them came out between ages 11 and 16 at the Music Park, Opryland, the mall at Rivergate, or the skate center. Anything else, you ain't really Mac Daddy in. To the fair
the Charlotte Skate Center or the
either Charlotte
or the Brentwood,
Charlotte or Brentwood or Rivergate. Rivergate for
Rivergate
sure.
had one.
Yeah. What? Woo.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you. John, you better tell him, John, where your Mac Daddy came from.
Yeah, Brentwood was my master.
I'm telling you.
Brentwood Skate Center is still rolling too.
I'm telling you, dog.
It's an all skate, everybody.
It's gonna have you your game that you found out about yourself in the summer. That translated to the lunchroom. You hear me? I'm telling you, man, these notes get passed in class. John, you remember passing the notes in class, John? Come on.
Oh, absolutely.
Come on, John.
Oh, my God.
I'm telling you, John.
Sixth grade at Stokes on Belmont, which is no longer there, in Miss Toon's English class.
Come on, dog.
Julie Marable.
See?
I was passing notes to Julie Marable.
11 to 16 years old, man. I'm telling you, that's when they go down.
And she still lives here, so she's going to get that.
Man, shout out to her, man. Appreciate you accepting these letters, man, making us feel cool.
Do you remember the anticipation of getting that note back?
Boy, I'm talking about you giving up by second period, boy. If you ain't got that thing back by fourth, you going to be angry.
Wait, are y'all talking about the yes, no, maybe thing?
No, these was the real letters. Yeah, we passed the yes, no. That was the early on elementary.
See,
right?
I'm older than you. I'm older than you.
You're right. No, I used to do that in elementary,
So
though.
it's, will you go with me? Yes, no, maybe.
You getting these letters, you're folding them up. So whoever get the last one is supposed to come back in the next morning with the longest letter because they spend time writing it at night. Come on, John. Mac Daddy mode, man. Let's go.
Learned a lot of them in middle school.
I'm telling you.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you, man.
I'm telling you, dog.
Oh, we're letting it rip today. 615-737-104.
I'm telling you.
So, Zeph's already been in our ear, like, break. Nah, hell no. We're not breaking. JT on I-24. JT, I'm sorry that you're on I-24 because that's always a mess. What's up?
Oh, man, it's hell. Man, you talking about that season pass, man. I remember it was like $35, but people don't understand that was our daycare.
Yeah.
Your parents would dump you at the gate, and that was daycare.
So you just need to make sure they clear. Once they get in, you go home.
See, JT, that's a great point because we're thinking about it from our perspective.
Parents needed it.
But the parents needed it. Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, yeah. It was just great. I mean, you just run wild all day long. It was awesome.
What was your favorite part of everything?
Is going in some of those, they had like a couple of those theaters, some of those shows, as
yeah.
But that was just make out haven in there.
Oh, man, everybody's reliving their time.
I'm telling you, man. It's like, boy.
Look, we're here for it.
Hey.
We didn't plan on it, but we're here for it.
If I could turn back time, man.
Man, all of us,
If I could turn back time.
Man, what? I'm telling you, man.
All lines are loaded. No, we don't have to go.
We ain't going nowhere.
Broderick and Laverne. Broderick.
We have a guest coming up.
Yeah,
we the guest.
Listen.
It's Rhett going to be.
Tell Rhett to get in here. He's got memories of this, too.
I promise he do.
Yeah, tell him to get in here.
We got a break to hit.
What?
Okay, whatever. Broderick, what's up?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
What up, Broderick?
We're crazy. I don't know.
What's going on? Hey, cause we doing memory lane. I remember coming out to Opryland. I met two girls off the chat line and had them both show up the same day at Opryland.
Ooh.
They wind up fighting.
Oh! Come on, Broderick. You can't do that, man.
Hey, my name on the chat line was Pac-Man.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, that man had these people show up and they started fighting, man. See, you can't do that, man. See?
It's funny. Like,
that's what JT was just talking about, man.
I never saw a fight at Opryland. Did you? Like, they like to say Disney's the happiest place on earth. I never saw a fight at Opryland.
I don't remember at Opryland.
Rhett Gordy B's in here. Rhett Bryan.
I know it was going to be a meetup, though. It was, to me, man, listen, it was too much Mac Daddy going on. They had the portrait booths. You can go in there and karaoke and sing, make your own videos, and take them home. Come on, man.
We had different agendas.
Yeah,
fighting was way down the list.
No, Broderick had 2 girls that he met on the chat line show up, and they got to fight. So Broderick was already in Mac Daddy mode. You hear me?
Rhett, you go to Opryland when you were a kid?
Of course.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Like,
Rhett was sitting outside. I go, come on, get in here, man.
Need this.
I mean, this is how you tell that we're the unicorns in this thing with everybody that's moved here. Like,
come on now.
This was a part of childhood and teenage years.
Nate Bargatze is going to open an adventure park.
Nateland, right?
Nateland, yeah. So we're going to bring it back for the kids. We're just letting it out there for you.
Man,
you're going to have opportunities,
Let me
man.
ask you this real quick.
Yep.
What's the first thing you would get on and ride at Nateland if it was like Opryland?
Well, I mean, back in the day at Opryland, we walked straight to the right, and chaos was the first thing.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of like concerts and stuff.
I'm proud. I like to start to the back. You know what I mean? Work my way
You go
back
the way,
around. Yep.
the other way.
Yep, and go back
I'm
around.
going to start hard left.
Okay.
Flume Zoom. And
I'm going to do the Screaming Delta Demon.
That's the one.
And then it's hotter than blazes outside.
Put me in the little
Flume
wood.
Zoom
Put
would
me in
be.
the wood leg.
That's 2 right there.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Screaming Delta Demon,
Which
like
one
I
is?
was, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little afraid to do that one.
That's what I was
But then
thinking.
I'm gonna go back to like all these stories. Like I was with this girl named Katie Boswell, and she was like, "We're gonna do Screaming Delta Demon."
Amen.
I go, "Yeah, I'll do it." Like I'd never do it before, but
Yeah.
like Katie wanted to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Man, I'm telling
Man,
you,
it was so much fun.
these were the times. Bargatze, hurry up, man. Hurry up and get it
Nateland,
back,
let's
man.
do it.
I'm telling you, the kids need this, man. You feel me? Now, you're going to need a high rate of security out there nowadays because foolishness is going on. My only thing you was going to...
We didn't have foolishness.
We have it.
No, we didn't.
I'm telling you.
Everybody, it was a melting pot. Everybody,
Man,
everybody
I'm
got
tell-
along. Everybody's like getting well on the
Worst
same
thing that happened
vibe.
is
It was
lose the
Nashville's
people.
greatest babysitter. Parents would get
That's what we
season
just talking
passes,
about.
and you would go in there, and I'll be back to pick you up this afternoon or this evening, and did
Man.
not have a care in the world or worry that
Zero.
anything would happen to them.
Zero.
So, like, a healthy
Truth.
percentage of the callers have said that's where they went to go make out with girls. Opryland.
Yeah, that's it.
Like chaos.
Man, you go through the little what's
They
the
used to
wood,
take the
wood
girls-
ride. You go through it and you like in a little tube. I think, what's the name? Just
Flume
mentioned.
Zoom.
Flume Zoom like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, man, once you go through the little tunnel and get dark, it's showtime through there now. That's showtime right
Let me
there.
protect you.
Yeah, hold on. So that your hands on the outside
Let me
of the
protect
rail,
you from
boy.
the
Man,
Grizzly and the
what?
Grizzly River Rampage.
I'm telling you.
Chauncey and Hermitage. Chauncey, what you got?
man.
Hey guys, how y'all doing today?
Hey, we're great, man.
Real quick, I listened to you guys all day, but I was in and out making deliveries, and I jumped back in when y'all were telling the story about check yes, no, maybe, do you like me? So, in 1991, I'm at McMurray Middle School,
Yes.
and I'm a 7th grader. and
Yeah,
this
I
eighth
was at JT Moore. So JT Moore and McMurray, man, rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this 8th grader sent me a letter. I don't remember this letter to this day, but she alleges she sent me a letter. Check yes, no, maybe. And I knew the girl, and I didn't like her back then because I was outside and she was kind of square, you know. And ended up, she says I checked no and broke her heart. 30 years later, we're married. Shout out to my wife,
Hey,
Tanya.
man, that's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
That's what I'm telling y'all.
Let's go,
Daddy,
Chauncey.
Mac Daddy ain't been happening in Chauncey from the longest, from age 7.
Hey, I had to wait and settle down and get square myself.
That's all. You got to square it on off, man. The edges was too round at the time.
Hey, I'm going to make her listen to the podcast. Thank you, guys.
Man,
Love
big
it,
shout
Chauncey.
out, man.
Hey, congrats to y'all, man.
No doubt.
John in Charlotte, Tennessee. John, what you got?
Okay, way back in the mid-'60s, the Hippodrome skating rink. where the
Hippodrome?
it's
Yep.
where the Holiday Inn Vanderbilt is now.
Yep.
It was a skating rink, and right next door to it, there was a slot car racing thing. And I was like 15, 16 years old then, and that was the place to find chicks. And that was. I'm 73 years old now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go back, but this was in the mid-'60s. Hippodrome, look it up.
No, yeah, I heard about that. My mom, I'm not going to tell how old she is, but she would tell me stories about the Hippodrome.
Yeah, the Hippodrome, and there was a slot car racing. And back in the day, I threw the paper out at Brown's Diner, which is just about to turn 100 years old next year, and I am still a regular there.
Thank you, brother.
Love that. Love that.
Keith Bourbon, where TF is Babs?
She be losing it right now. She be losing it.
I hear you, Zeph. We're going to make Zeph really nervous by going to Steven in Ashland City. Steven, what's up?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up, Steven?
Man, a couple things real quick. Talking about Opryland. On them hot days, there wasn't nothing like standing on that bridge at the Old Mill Screen.
Big splash!
Old Mill Scream, yes. Yes, it goes right underneath you, sprays all the water all over you.
Hey, how about those fruity drinks they used to have ice down in the cart that looked like an orange, a grape? Remember those things?
Yeah.
I told
Man,
you I used to steal them.
Pure syrup right into the veins, man. Let's go.
Also, girls wearing white T-shirts, not a good combination.
No.
On that deal.
The other thing is, y'all mentioned Rivergate.
Yeah.
Y'all may not remember this. Slay, you might, but the best bowling in Nashville was on Sundays at
Just for feet.
in Rivergate.
You better believe it. Just for feet.
We used to ball in there.
It used to be a
all day
line
long.
out the door.
To ball?
What? Waiting to play next,
A
man.
shoe store.
It was a shoe store, dog.
Good stuff, Steven. Appreciate you, man.
No doubt, dog.
All right.
Woo.
Zeph, we will now take a break.
Let's get it, Zeph.
Brett Bryan is in studio. We'll talk Titans, and we can revisit Opryland stories or whatever you got. Today is like a Friday. Babs ain't here. We'll be right back. 3HL. eSpaces.com is the website. Go ahead and check them out as I talk with you about them. And it's a great company, man. John Pirtle and his crew, locally owned and operated. And, man, they invest in the community, in youth sports and high schools, all of it. They do it. And, man, it's incredible. So if you are looking for a place to work where there are no distractions, maybe you are at home on your countertop, whatever it is, I'm sure it's a nice countertop, but there are distractions that don't. So check out eSpaces.com. They have all kinds of working environments for you, and maybe you're looking for a new office space as we roll through quarter 3 toward quarter 4. If your current workspace isn't keeping up with your ambition, it's time for an upgrade. eSpaces has you covered. And right now, take advantage of their exclusive summer special. Receive 20% off any premium private office or spacious suite. Get the quiet focus that you need while also enjoying access to their vibrant, collaborative, shared spaces and fully equipped on-demand meeting rooms. They got everything that you might be looking for. Private offices, team suites, meeting rooms where you can get clients in from whatever area. There are 12 locations in Middle Tennessee, so you can kind of centrally locate everything, which is perfect. Meeting rooms are fully equipped. 24/7 access, flexible terms. Want to check them out? You should. Tours available now, eSpaces.com. All 15 locations right there. So 12 in Middle Tennessee, also Knoxville, Orlando, Atlanta, coming to Memphis. eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com.
A day at the spa, the perfect gift for birthdays, anniversaries, or any occasion. Lavish and luxurious, yet affordable. A grand gesture, yet simple for you. The gift card from A Moment's Peace. Give her the gift she won't buy herself. An escape, a bit of luxury. Something special that shows more than just words. A gift from A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa in Cool Springs across I-65 from Galleria Mall. Call 615-224-0770 or go online at amomentspeace.com anytime.
What's happening? What's happening, good people? Let me go on and tell you while you're walking into your weekend what you need to be looking for. That is a truck. Yeah, Mid-10 Ford, they got you covered. They're going to take care of you. All you got to do is slide in there and let them know, hey, man, Big Slay told me. And they will look out for you. Go in there and holler at my guys, Trey, Matt. They're going to be right there to help you walk through the process of going to get your truck. And guess what? It's nothing that's going to be pressure, no high pressure, just low pressure approach, no gimmicks, no pushy sales tactics. That's not what they're about. They're about getting the job done and getting you comfortable and understanding exactly what you're getting into. It's a one-stop shop. If you need service, Mid-10 Ford, they got you covered. They are the ones you need to be looking for. When it comes to the right vehicle, they got you covered. Even a body shop, service, financing, sales, they got it, all of that. All you got to do is go to 1319 Foster Avenue. Visit mid10fordtrucks.com.
Zeph, is this like video game music from the 80s? Like Qbert or something?
Qbert.
I love Qbert.
If
Atari 2600.
shout out to Locus Maximus on Twitter. Said that this is the Chaos Ride theme song.
Oh!
Damn, okay. I apologize.
Hey, let me say this. I'm going to throw a little shade on Opryland. The damn thing was broke down more than it was running, so I don't remember the music.
It was about 60%.
I don't remember the music.
That's why we always went there first to see if it was working.
And if it was, that was the best ride in the park.
But also, like, shouldn't we have been a little nervous that it didn't work 40% of the time?
Listen, it's not. It did not go up high enough for it to be an issue. It wasn't like you were going on Space Mountain.
Right.
But it was indoors and you couldn't see except for the screens.
Yeah, I understand
like weird.
But it wasn't like you were 8 million miles in the air or something. I mean, it.
Rep Bryan in studio with us. Mark in East Tennessee. Mark, what do you got?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
What up, man?
Not much. Hey, I remember going to Opryland one time when I was a kid. Loved it. And was sad when it taken out.
Yeah.
But I listened to you guys called in, and this one I called in a while ago about the note passing in class. Big Slay.
Yeah.
That was the first time I did it in the 7th grade that I got denied because I tried to hit on the hottest cheerleader in class.
I mean, shoot your shot.
I wrote down the old George Strait song, and I was like, hey, would you go out with me? Check yes or no, or maybe. Gave it to her. See, she has somebody else dropped it on my desk that says, no, not at this time.
But that wasn't too bad, though.
Bad.
I mean,
Yeah, not at this
time.
Maybe later in the year.
So you're saying there's a chance?
That's all I need.
Yeah. There's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it, man. 615-737-1045.
Appreciate you not shutting me down all the way.
Bo is in traffic uncharacteristically in this part of the world. Bo, what's up? Bo.
Hello, Bo. Yes. Are you Bo?
Yeah. Okay, it's Buffalo, but
my bad,
hey, Buffalo.
Phone must have cut out. My bad.
Today, I grew up right next to a town called Wisconsin Dells, and I mean the whole entire town was nothing but a great big amusement park, you know. But then also there was a place called Little Chicago in Chicago that was indoors. The entire amusement park was indoors. But getting to Tennessee in the 80s, we used to go to a place. You know, this is after, you know, you're an adult. We used to go to a place called the Wrangler on Murfreesboro Road. There was Starlight on Dickerson Road. And then when you're done all that debacle, you'd end up at Fat Moe's.
Oh, Fat Moe's.
Hamburger joint that was no bigger than a photo booth. And I don't know how they kicked out these great big hamburgers, but they were fantastic.
Yeah, down by Melrose bowling. We were talking about bowling alleys, but down at Fat Moe's, Fat Mohammed.
That's staple.
Yeah, Fat Moe's. Thank you, Bo. Appreciate it, man. 615-737-1045. All right, Rep.
Hey, let me say one thing, though.
All right.
About these theme parks. I just happened to think about something. Have you guys ever seen the documentary that came on HBO a few years ago? It's probably still on there, called Class Action Park.
No.
It's about this water park in Jersey in the 70s and 80s. And they nicknamed it Class Action because, I mean, it was the Wild Wild West. Like kids running around high, running the park. People getting hurt, breaking legs. Like it's crazy. You need to see that because it is hilarious.
I wrote it down. Class Action
Park on HBO.
2 days in pads. The big throw yesterday was Cam Ward to Carnell Tate, probably 65 in the air, into double coverage. They had Alante Taylor was a corner. Amani Hooker came over. Tate ran right by them. The ball was in the air. It looked like remember when the Gulf War started and we were all watching back in the day, if you're old enough, and you'd see these Scud missiles?
Yes.
That's what it looked like. I mean.
Only beautiful.
Yeah.
The Scud missile, not so beautiful.
Well, when they intercepted the other missiles.
I mean, yeah.
But, Patriot missiles intercepted the Scud missiles. Okay, now we're on point.
Yes.
Great throw. Incredible throw. And, so that's kind of the look at what you could see with the deep ball action with Carnell Tate.
Well, first of all, of course, hadn't been to all the closed practices, so I don't know what he threw in those in previous times.
Right.
But maybe the best throw he's made publicly. So, I mean, and he just let it fly. And I talked to people in the stands that were sitting on the smaller stands on the side of field one there. And people swear it's like, yeah, he released that ball right around the 30-yard line. But great. I mean, he just let it fly. Carnell Tate continues to show, and again, not an instant evaluator, but continues to show this is why he was number 4 overall. He looks the part of WR1, wide receiver number 1. And
he really does.
The other part of it is what that does to energize just this team, period. Offense, period. Receiving core. Everybody came over to dap him up and celebrate with him. Yeah. Not just the quarterback, like all the Calvin Ridley was hooping and hollering.
Yeah.
Because they know, and of course Calvin would, because he's not going to draw the number 1 corner. Like number 14, Carnell Tate's probably going to be doing that on the regular.
Please do that.
So
it helps me.
But yeah, just all the stuff we've been seeing, the catch radius, the hands, the feet, the route running. I don't know. I came away from yesterday's practice. It was almost like an epiphany to me. Just looking at this in a very small sample size, this team looks better. It just looks better.
talk about the wide receiver room when we come back because Slay's been going on about them and me too. And I brought up yesterday, like, they're 9-41 the last 50. So, like, maybe I'm a little hesitant to be like, man, that wide receiver room is good.
We all have guarded optimism in this.
We'll talk about it when we come back. 615-737-1045. Trucker Crazy Girl.
Trucker Crazy Girl.
As we go to break. What's
up, guys? How y'all doing today?
Doing good. How you doing? How you hanging in there?
Hey, I was just wanting to let y'all know about my memories. I got 2 of them of Opryland. I moved up here and to go to MTSU, and me and my coworkers, we used to get off of work and go to Opryland. And of course, by the time we got off from work, everybody had been in the sun all day long, and they were going home. So we used to just come in and we would get on a ride, hop off and run all the way back around and get back on that same ride, hop off, run back around because there was nobody there. So we never had to wait in line or anything. And it was great. That was one place that I hate that they closed. Yeah. And then my other memory is we had the season passes. Halloween, man, up in there every year, getting scared, screaming, having a good old time. And so I really did hate that they closed Opryland. Yeah. Really did, But I just wanted to say hi. I told you last time I saw you that I would call again, and I just wanted to call again and say hello and share my memories.
Love that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right out there.
Hey, she's right, though. Did you ever get to a lucky day at Opryland? I went with my cousin. He came up from Chattanooga one time, and he was about 10 years older than I was, and I was a teenager. But anyway, it was one of these days where it was very overcast, very ominous-looking clouds. It was a heavy chance of rain. It never rained. We got on the Wabash Cannonball and just got off and on. There was nobody in line. It was like you owned the park. You shut it down and did it yourself. Rock and roller coaster, all of it.
That's a great point, too. That was like when people would come in from out of town, that's the first thing. That was the first thing you thought of, like, let's go do this.
Yep.
Before it was
now
CMA Fest, fanfare at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
People would do that, and they would go right up Music Valley Drive and go to Opryland.
More Titans talk when we come back. We'll talk about the wide receiver room and compare it to last year. A little different situation, we think. 3HL 1045 this home.
Big. All right, y'all. The summer heat is out there, and it's knocking on your door. If you come out and answer, you're going to sweat. It just is what it is. But if you're feeling drained, and it's not because of that, even when you're sitting in the AC, it's probably not just the heat, man. 1 in 4 men from 35 to 50 have low testosterone, and low levels of energy, sex drive, motivation, mood, and more all can be fixed because low T, we understand, it's draining your energy and your motivation. So you don't have energy for the things you love and might even stop recognizing yourself. So get the answers you need this summer, at the end of the summer, for free. At Low T Center, you can book a free testosterone test and get a consultation from licensed providers who specialize in testosterone replacement therapy, explore a range of peptides, and even get a jump on that body that you're trying to get to by yourself with GLP-1s and medical weight loss protocols. Low T Center, they've been the #1 name in TRT since 2009 for a reason. So go to fixmylowt.com to schedule your free testosterone test today. Fixmylowt.com.
Compton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle. Maybe you've been thinking about it, thinking about getting into that process. If you have been thinking about it, make sure you start with Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. You'll finish with those guys. Daniel Gupton and his crew ready to help you out. Just tell them what you're looking for. They'll point you in the right direction. Take your test drive. Go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it'll be that easy. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Check them out online. GuptonMotors.com is the website. August deals. Ram continues their deal up to 15% off MSRP on select inventory. Jeep continuing their 15% off MSRP on 26 Wrangler 4-doors. Dodge continuing up to $5,500 off Power Dollar retail cash on 26 Charger Ice. Chrysler continuing their $2,000 retail cash enhancement on the 2026 Pacifica and $1,000 retail bonus cash on the 2027 Pacifica Limited Pinnacle. Exciting news, of course, I've been telling y'all. Brand new, bigger and better Gupton Motors located in Springfield, Tennessee, and they are open in the new building right up the road from the former location, just 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. GuptonMotors.com is the website. All the dealership information is there. Again, for the best buying experience, you got to go to Gupton. GuptonMotors.com. HL 104.5, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Ron Slay. Babs will be back tomorrow. She's on assignment. Rhett Bryant in studio. Talking about the wide receivers. And if you look back to the initial 53 last year, they kept 6 wide receivers. You can get to 5 real fast. And based on what based on what I've seen, my opinion, Bryce Oliver's number 6 right now.
Because he's the gunner in special teams, for no other reason. But he's making catches also.
If you talk to people around the league, they say that he might be the best gunner in the NFL. So that's hard to replace, right?
Yeah, because if you do roster gymnastics, even for week 1, and you release him, somebody might pick him up just based on that.
Yeah. So Bryce Oliver last year was a part of the 6 in the initial 53.
Yep.
DK and Io Manor, 2 rookies, now in their second year when you compare the two.
Who are consistently making plays in practice. Ellick leading the charge.
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
The other 2 last year were Van Jefferson and Tyler Lockett. Nothing against those guys, but they've been replaced by Wan'Dale Robinson and Carnell Tate. I mean, am I crazy to think that they've got a really good wide receiver room? Like, we went through the AFC South, and I wouldn't take another wide receiver room over what the Titans have, which may sound crazy. I don't know.
let me answer your thought this way. I believe Houston's is a similar wide receiver type room in terms of who's 1, 2, 3, whatever, because they've got some talent there.
They do.
Plus, Tank Dell is finally coming off of injury missing the last year and a half, 2 years. And also Jacksonville's got some pretty good stuff, but it's deep on paper. We need to see it be deep in person, in joint practice, in preseason games, and then leading into regular season games. And obviously health is such a huge part of it, and that's the Calvin Ridley of it all to start with, because he's the elder statesman in that group. But if he's upright and healthy and he's contributing, that is a great thing for the other guys involved in this. The Alec Iomanner and the Chim Dike of this, it's like those two have said, hey, man, we're still here. Yeah. You drafted us last year. We played a lot. Let me show you what I can do.
Yeah. Alec's been really good.
Oh, my gosh. I think he's got the most receptions than anybody in camp. He and Tajay Spears going into practice a couple days ago, they were right there together in the leaderboard.
Everybody looking to have days, man. It's like I brought this up yesterday, one of the groups that we really haven't even leaned on that we thought coming into it was going to be a huge part of it, not knowing what the wide receiver room was going to be like, is the tight ends. Like, you still got talent there. So it's still so much untapped talent that Dabo can go reach in his bag and get to.
And stuff they may not be showing us.
That's the other part,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, the guy that's in heaven is number one, Cam Ward.
Yeah.
He has options.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
Yep.
Guess what?
Yep.
Me likey. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Cam Ward. The obvious next topic, I think, is offensive line. So where do you think they are with regard to the offensive line? Because we talk about it every off season. Dan Moore Jr. goes in with some sort of injury. We don't know what.
And I'm anxious to see what, because even Coach Sala said, and maybe a couple other guys dinged up too, but that one gets your attention. Let's see what that is. And then Peter Skoronski is Peter Skoronski.
Yeah.
There's a constant rotation of trying to figure out who's doing what at center and right guard. You see a lot of Austin Schlottman. You see a lot of Jackson Slater. And then there is the J.C. Latham of it all. And J.C. Latham is clearly on some type of a pitch count because he's getting pulled. You can see the frustration with him, but he's having good reps. Mm-hmm. So, if your tackles are
Slade
there.
made that point yesterday. They look different when he's in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, listen, I feel like the defense is going to be good. I feel like special teams will continue to be good. The offense of it, the onus, again, I think, is on who the starting five is for this offensive line for the Titans. Here's the other part about the J.C. Latham of it all. Him not being out there all the time and being on a pitch count has allowed the Brandon Crenshaw Dixons of the world to be working in as the swing tackle, which right now,
valuable reps.
He is trending towards that. There's a lot of work to be done, but he's moving in the right direction.
What do you think about the battle at right guard with Jackson Slater starting with the first team reps on the first day, Cordell Volson, and they said they would go back and forth with those two guys. On the second day, he got the first team reps. They've gone back and forth. What do you think about that?
I think only time is going to tell. I need to see some more padded practices.
Yeah.
I would love to see the joint practice next Tuesday, but I'm not flying out till Wednesday because we got to broadcast them together. But I want to see what it looks like in these preseason games. And listen, crazier things have happened, but if somebody doesn't take that job, the starting right guard might still be sitting out there with somebody else that gets released. I mean, those things happen.
Yeah.
It's not like they're strapped for money. They have cash. So you hope that who they have in-house is maybe that. But I'm just, I'm looking at the big picture, trying to, because we've seen this stuff before where somebody else floating out there that gets released after the final preseason game ends up, being a Titan.
Could they have an advantage with 13 personnel, which is 3 tight ends? We'll talk about that when we come back. 615-737-1045. Rhett Bryan in studio, 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Okay, everybody, have you wished that you could lose inches of fat without surgery, without pain, without downtime, without a shot? Yes, I did too. And that's why I decided to visit Contours LLC in Franklin. Contours uses a non invasive red light technology to get rid of body fat. And let me tell you, it works. Tried it a couple of weeks ago. I'm having amazing results. I just had these extra inches I couldn't get rid of. Didn't matter how I ate or went to the gym or ran or whatever. And so I was like, I need to try something different. So I tried Contours and it's been great. I'm doing a package of 6 treatments and then I'll do maintenance when I'm done with those. But the staff is amazing. They make you feel comfortable and relaxed. My treatment, pain-free, non-invasive. Honestly, it's actually pretty relaxing. I feel like I'm going to a spa for my treatment. And the best part, I lost almost 4 inches across my belly and my thighs on my first visit. And you can do the same. Ask about the Dawn deal. Call Contours LLC for all the details and see how you can start your own transformation. Ask for the Dawn deal, $99 for your first time, and they promise that you will lose over 2 inches on your first treatment, or it is free, by the way. 615-236-9960, ContoursLLC.com. That's 236-9960. Contours LLC. What do you have to lose but inches?
Good afternoon. It's 4:03. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mid-Kentucky Downs Studios. Tennessee football back on the practice field today as their fall camp begins, just a month away from the start of the 2026 college football season. In NFL news today, the Washington Commanders are signing four-time Pro Bowler and former Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs, who's coming off a 1,000-yard season in New England. Diggs will pair with Terry McLaurin as targets for quarterback Jaden Daniels. Texans wide receiver Tank Dell made his return to the practice field Wednesday, marking the first time he's engaged in any sort of team-padded practice since December of 2024. Over here in Nashville SC returns to the pitch tonight as they open up League's Cup play against Lyon at Geodis Park. Kickoff for that one is at 7:30. Ferrari Foundation Repair, waterproofing needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. It is. Slay Dog is here, y'all.
I'm in the building.
How long ago did y'all put that together, Rhett Bryan?
Man.
2 years ago, 3 years ago?
No,
it might have been
5.
What are you saying?
You're 5.
You're saying I'm laying down on the job? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I've been busy. Had a lot of stuff going on.
What's funny is a
lot of people's left Titans radio. A man I love passed away.
This is very true.
Damn. Yes, it's true.
Let's go down the line.
Lots happened. We should get this. We should get into the lab.
No, guess what? That must still hit. The bass.
It sounds like a monster's coming out of the Cumberland River and start wrecking stuff.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Well, they played the song at practice.
Car ain't got no roof.
Yes, they did.
And so you put that together. You put Babs's together. You put one for me together. You didn't put one for you together.
I'll let people do that for me or something like. I'm not going to do that.
Hold on, let me put one together for myself.
No, that's not me. I don't. Yeah, I did those AI ones too. You know,
Yeah,
Get Philip Noel to do it.
Now, he could do that.
He could.
He's a wizard with that stuff.
I love mine. I wish I could take it to other shows, especially like when basketball season crank up.
I love mine.
I do. Like I be wanting to say, hey man, I got an
like
intro.
when you go on with Peter Burns or something.
I got an intro y'all can play.
Hey, do me a
Fine
favor.
ball. Send it to you.
Hit this track when I walk out.
Hang on, Fine Ball. We got to do something first.
Yeah, you got to walk up.
Paul Feinbaum. Hey, hang on just a second there, Professor. I got to hit this track. When you see me make my way towards the desk there, just hit that track.
Yeah, you know what time it is.
So, it's been kind of a fad around the NFL for teams to go 13 personnel, which is something that Coach Mack taught us all.
If you count to 5, you can do personnel groupings.
So one running back, 3 tight ends.
Yeah.
And then that leaves you with the wide receivers. But
bingo.
They really have a roster of tight ends where they can do that. And
they sure do.
David Martin Robinson is a guy that we've talked about last offseason and very productive player in a number of ways for the Tennessee Titans. And he's been on the field a little bit with Cam Ward. So, theoretically, you have Gunnar Helm, Daniel Bellinger, David Martin Robinson, which gives you options, not necessarily to run the ball all the time in the 13 personnel, but also throw it and mix it up.
And let's not leave out the Kylan Gransons of the world that they brought in, the 6-year man from SMU. They kept 4 tight ends last year. We've seen him keep 5. That was kind of strange, but
and Jaron Kanek.
The mechanic. That's it. Jaron Kanek.
He's out there too.
And that's the thing is there'll be competition in the back end of that group depending on who they keep and what. Now, David Martin Robinson can certainly catch the football. I mean, he caught his first touchdown. That's the thing that I hated for him. They got overshadowed in the loss they had in Las Vegas last year to the Raiders. That was his first career touchdown. But led the team in special teams tackles last year. So there's his vehicle to get to better things and to get to more opportunities like the one that he had in Las Vegas with a tutty. But, yeah, they can run 13 personnel. He can run 12 a lot.
A lot.
Now, in Brian Dable's recent career with the New York Giants, he ran a lot more 12 personnel, but we've seen the trend, as you have mentioned, 2 and 3 tight end sets because there are so many tight ends that are just big wide receivers, but the emphasis and what makes this different is there's always somebody who's considered more of a Y, an inline blocker, which would be the Daniel Bellinger in this case. But the guy has good hands. That's the thing you can't sleep on. So when we were talking about Cam Ward having options, he has a lot just from that group, not to mention the wide receivers and the backs.
Well, and if you go 13 personnel, then the safety probably commits to the box. You might get the one-on-one option on the one receiver in that set. You know what I mean? So there are options within that little scheme. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that, but they do have the ability to go that route.
They do. And that's just I want to see the reports from the joint practice on Tuesday, and then I want to just see what this looks like when they roll out of the tunnel at Levi's Stadium next Thursday night, just to kind of –
A week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
A week from tomorrow.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So you're not on the big plane like Ramon Foster.
I'll be back on
Monday.
On the big plane, we will all be returning together. Zeph, Joseph, and Will Bowling and I will leave Wednesday afternoon and fly commercially out there because we got a bunch of stuff to do between now and then to get ready for the broadcast.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, the Chargers leaving Monday because they'll have a scrimmage with the 49ers on Tuesday, walk through Wednesday, game Thursday, and then we all fly back in the wee hours of Thursday night, Friday morning. I think we're supposed to touch down about 5 a.m. on Friday morning. So I'll just roll in with Ramon and Will. I'll probably just work with them first hour of the show and get what I need to get done, and then I'm going to check out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Before you leave out with us, Gordy,
yes,
tell me, it's two things. One, this running back room.
Mm-hmm.
We understand who Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears are, but I also think we talk about the competition that we're getting the opportunity to see in training camp and the iron sharpening iron, and they seem to be pushing guys down the depth chart. And this is what you want. When you start to see good and success, you're supposed to be able to come get poached from that and still have depth to fill in, wherever it is, where injury or whatever it may be. So in this running back room, after you get past Tajay and Tony Pollard, how impressed have you been with the other guys that have been behind them, that have been chestnutting everybody?
Kalel
Mullins, yep,
has done a nice job. You can tell he's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Julius Chestnut is damn sure fighting.
Yeah.
Like he's running with a purpose.
Yeah.
And then there's the Nick Singleton of it all. And Nick is, you can tell, healthy.
Yeah.
He broke, I think, his 5th metatarsal on his right foot in one of the Senior Bowl practices back in January.
Yep.
And so that kind of hampered his pre-draft process. Now with him, he's a north and south runner.
Yes.
He's not like a switch gears, hop, step, and one cut, and get it into fast gear runner. If he can get past the traffic, you've seen the long track speed.
Yeah.
He can do that.
Yeah.
And with him, he has return ability in his background doing special teams at Penn State as well. That is going to be a group. The back end of this receiver group, tight end group, and running back group in these preseason games and these joint practices will be fascinating to see because there's only one football. There's only so much time and only so many reps you can get. Who makes the most of them and who, we talk about who grows, who shrinks.
Yeah.
And all three of those backs, I mean, you can tell they're fighting.
Yeah.
You can just and the thing with the Kalel Mullings of it all is he's unlike the rest of them. He's the big guy in this.
Mm-hmm.
And a converted linebacker and still working his way through things. But I'm encouraged by what I see in the little sample size we've had so far.
Let me tell you what I'm encouraged by with this offensive line. When you watch these guys and they're intact, you know what I mean, when Dan Moore doesn't have to go out or Latham's not on the pitch count. When you get them all in there, I think back in the past 2 years, the only time we were able to come in here and talk about the deep balls being hit or, man, you ought to see this connection that they got was in 707. The fact that we're getting the opportunity to see these passes complete to Wan'Dale Robinson and everybody
that's a good point.
in 11 on 11 is because, yes, I understand it. The elephant in the room is going to be the offensive line until it's not. No ifs, ands, or buts. But we're able to see Cam do what he does, not only because of what the possibilities are for this offensive line, but the calls that are being called. Even if we don't even get to see the whole bag that Dabo's bringing out there.
Well, the Dable effect is real because the young man is throwing on time more regularly.
Yep.
And then he is learning to throw the ball away and try to fight for another set of downs. He, no matter how much he wants to, like bridling that, you knew it was going to be a big deal.
Yep.
And somehow, so far, Brian Dable has gotten that through to him, which is going to make for a much healthier, upright, and hopefully all 17 games plus for Cam Ward in 2026. But those are the two earmarks of growth that I've seen so far. And I like that. I mean, he's the fact that he's throwing on time in an offense he's just learned over the last handful of months.
Yeah.
It's good.
And also,
of course, he's there from sun up to sundown and everything in between, too.
You got to be. You got to be if you want to get to that level that he
chips
projects
are all
himself
in the middle of the table.
But the pockets. Sometimes, man, we looking at from the back of the end zone like, okay, you calling out the sacks a lot too. But man, sometimes
do we think that's a coverage snap?
Yeah, them pockets clean quite a bit too, though, with him and him manipulating and not breaking out but stepping up.
Do we think that's a coverage sack? No,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
but, and that's you're right. He is not escaping out of the back of the pocket as much. He's actually climbing the pocket.
Yep, and that helps the lineman
where it allows.
Yep.
He is climbing the pocket, and that's a good point.
One more quick thing. We didn't get to everything, obviously, but one more quick thing before you get out of here, and Todd Furman jumps in the mix for whatever the hell his frivolity level is today. How do you think it works out at linebacker, inside linebacker with Cody Barton and James Williams and all those guys?
Well, that's another one. Because here's Anthony Hill Jr. all over the place. Got 3 picks in camp now, 2 yesterday. James Williams drops 20 LBs and looks really on point.
Spider-Man with the picks.
I mean, golly.
Competition at inside linebacker.
And look at the difference in that. And kind of the forgotten man in this is Cedric Gray, who just keeps going out there and doing his thing. 33 is going to be there.
Gray, you're over here.
Who are the other two beside him? And then who's the other guy beside him if they go to a nickel look?
Yeah. But we talked to Ant Hill yesterday, and he said that was the first tip ball interception of his life. He's never had one before. So he goes, the ball is so far up in the air, and he's like making sure where he is. He's like, once I get my hands on it, I'm not going to drop it because you don't drop it. But he was like, I've never had a tip ball interception before. Isn't that something?
Laws and averages.
Yeah.
Caught up yesterday.
Beat up.
Boy, he's an athlete too, man.
Yes, he is.
Dropped 4% body fat already.
Yeah.
And then, man, if he fills in with the bulk in that program, in that building for the next year,
Keldrick Falk's another one, man. 275, you can't tell.
Well, he's so big and long. He's just, I mean, he can reach around a building and pull you down, sack.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
the thing I want to see going into this next week. This weekend's important for him, but next week in a joint practice and a first preseason game, it could be a huge week for a guy like Keldrick Falk. Because he can make his presence known and go, hey, I'm going to be a viable piece to rotate in and out of this to help you guys. And Jermaine Johnson's the perfect person to show him,
we didn't talk about
hey, I can't get there. Let me match hands with the quarterback and swat the ball down and keep trucking. Because I see Keldrick, and I just timing, snaps, reps, comfort level, confidence, all of those things. If they line up, we've seen guys just rocket up the charts in camp and make, really, really good things happen in a window of time where a preseason game and a joint practice happened and they never look back. So all of those things would be good.
Totally agree.
Rhett Bryan, executive producer, Titans Radio.
Hey.
Titans Radio headed to Santa Clara with the team next week. A week from tomorrow. A game.
Back at it.
I'm talking about
on Titans Radio. And right here on 104.5 The Zone, your home for the Titans and the Vols.
Beautifully done. Rhett Bryan, Todd Furman coming up next. Thank you, Rhett.
Glad to do it, boys.
We'll be right back. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. USSTN.com, United Structural Systems. They will help you out with any water issues you might have around the house. And they've got deals going on. You can go to USSTN.com to find out more information. But USS is offering several payment options to make your foundation repairs more affordable. Choose one of the following. Get a 10% discount when you pay in full, or fix it now, pay later with 18 months, no payment, no interest, or choose 36 months, no interest with low payment option for qualified homeowners. We can all imagine how much rain that we've all had. We've all been through it. They can help you out. They can reroute water away from basements, crawl spaces, your home with their interior drain systems and sump pumps with battery backups. When the ground swells from being oversaturated with all this water, it creates additional pressure on your foundation, many times leading to cracks. So not only is waterproofing important right now, but so is the inspection of your foundation for any additional damage the water may have caused. USS, dedicated to helping their customers get the repairs they need now to protect their greatest investment for a lifetime. They're dependable, they're trustworthy. They are USS, United Structural Systems. Give them a call or learn more at USSTN.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Babs on assignment. She's got her ESPN, what do they call those things? Little meetings or... They had a word for it, but I forget what it is.
Seminar?
Symposium. Symposium's a good... What did you call it?
I said seminar.
The seminar.
Seminar.
Football seminar.
Okay. I don't think I'm getting enough oxygen to my brain today.
Why?
I don't know why.
I used to feel like that when I wore a headband, but I ain't care. I care less.
They probably helped you play a little bit better.
Yeah,
Todd Furman joins us from Las Vegas, and oddly, Todd is wearing a headband right now.
Todd, Father, who needs a brain?
I mean, a brain can be overrated, Slay. Sometimes it just gets in the way of all of us making good decisions. But kudos to Babs for making the trip out to Bristol. We know the folks at Fox do a lovely weekend at Terranea right there in the Pacific Ocean. So I'm glad to see the Mouse really rolling out the red carpet to get people to Bristol this time.
Oh, it's not in Bristol. No, it's Zoom.
Yeah, I think they alternate. They alternate. One time in Bristol, then Zoom. One time in Bristol, then Zoom. The house got kids to feed in Disney.
Yeah, apparently so. I mean, so they try and do everything they can. I'm glad you guys are keeping it on the rails in her absence.
I don't know if it's on the rails, but the car's still running. The car's still rolling.
We spent 40 minutes taking calls about an amusement park that has been gone from Nashville for like 25 years.
What amusement park? And you had that much interest in trying to drum up some historical references? Huh?
Opryland, man. Opryland. They tore down Opryland with all the amusement rides and all of our childhood dreams and realizations and memories and built a mall.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, the mall's going to be obsolete, so maybe it's time to bring a amusement park back then.
Yes.
That's what Nate Bargatze's doing.
Yeah, that's what he's supposed to be doing.
Nate Land, dog.
Don't you want to visit that?
No, it doesn't sound like anything I want to do anytime soon. But if you guys really get bored and you get time during the break, spend time searching a water park that's closed in the middle of nowhere in Southern California off I-15 called Rockahula. It's one of the more interesting stories that you could read about a now abandoned water park / amusement park.
That's a tough break for Rockahula.
Rockahula.
Are you a roller coaster guy, Todd?
I was a huge roller coaster guy as a kid. Haven't really been on one much out here. The closest Six Flags we have is Magic Mountain, but growing up in the Chicago suburbs, we had Six Flags Great America. So about 45 minutes right up the interstate. You tried to get there first thing in the morning because you could go on as many rides from when the park opened from like 9 to 10:30, and then the final hour before it closed as you could in the middle of the day. I'm trying to think back about some of my favorite rides then. I want to say it was like Shockwave. They had Batman, one called Iron Wolf where you stood up. We used to love going there as high school kids when we got our license.
Don't you have them in Vegas? Don't the casinos have them?
Yeah, you got one roller coaster at New York, New York. It's far from an amusement park. And, I mean, I don't have the kind of money saved up like Slay does to be able to afford that kind of extravagance.
Well, if you've been to Rockahula, what I just looked up, you got more.
If I was part of the lawsuit with Rockahula back in the day, then it'd be a little bit of a different story. But I'm telling you, a spot
nice.
If you ever find yourself in the middle of the desert driving from Vegas to L.A., it'd be the perfect backdrop to film a horror movie.
Oh, this one that I pulled up is in Costa Rica.
All right, well, then you're nowhere close, and that wasn't anywhere close to the plot. So I guess we're going back to what you led with earlier, Slay, that sometimes brain power is overrated. Maybe you're the one wearing a headband right now before we break down games.
You know what's funny about that is he's been to Costa Rica, and he has an unbelievable story about Costa Rican monkeys chasing him and John Henderson.
Yeah. It was the time.
Where in Costa Rica did you get chased by the monkeys?
I don't know because once we got to Costa Rica,
I don't know.
Once we got to Costa Rica, we had to take a private plane to some other part of the island, but the plane wouldn't take off because me and Big John was too heavy on the back. So we got off of it and took a ferry, a 45-minute ferry ride, then a 40-minute car ride or truck ride to the place that we were staying.
The plane wouldn't take off.
You know the best part about that story, Slay, is that Costa Rica isn't an island. So if you refer to it as an island, you're completely off base from a geographically relevant standpoint.
We went to some other part of an island, and how about that?
But they did have monkeys screaming at them.
I'm gonna send you pictures, Top. All
right, these are the kind of experience that I like to live through vicariously from you. I've only been to Costa Rica once. It wasn't to the beaches. I actually went down there, spent a couple days on a recruiting trip in San Jose.
Okay.
Wait, what? Recruiting for what?
I mean, when I was working in the casinos, I was recruited by a couple online sports books to try and get me to move down there full time. They brought me to what they called the quote-unquote Americanized part of San Jose, and even though I was fluent in Spanish, gentlemen, let me tell you, it wasn't all that Americanized, and there were a couple of sordid spots they thought they could use to close the deal, both literally and metaphorically, that made me go, you know what? I do not want to be down here. This is not what I'm going to commit my life to, and I'm not sure I want to be at the Del Rey or the White House, their version of the White House, on my Friday and Saturday nights. Ended up coming back to Vegas and working the casinos out here, staying in the race and sports side of trade here domestically instead of taking my talents abroad.
You've been doing this show for 17 years. This is the 17th year you've been doing this show. I've never heard that story.
Look, sometimes I got to hold my cards a little tight to the vest. I'm never sure who's listening, what kind of knocks I'm going to get on the door. And so every now and again, there's still a few stories that I have to bring out for these kind of moments before we get into the nuts and bolts and start to pay our brass tacks during the heart of football.
Well, let's go from Costa Rica to the Iowa Speedway. What you got going this weekend?
NASCAR returns from a little bit of a summer break. So we get back. What? Where are we going? What?
No, I've been waiting.
Yes, he's excited. He's got Scott Dixon winning. I don't know.
Yeah, Slay's all over Scott Dixon. Went on the Iowa Corn 350 on the flat track in Iowa. So Denny Hamlin opens as a favorite, but number drifted out a little bit, right around 4.5 to 1. Not sure I want to try and buy into him. A driver, though, that I do think can make up a little bit of ground down the stretch. He was rather unlucky through what we'll call the first 2/3 of the season, but the playoffs looming, is Christopher Bell. Really like the form I've seen from the 20 car. Wanted a slightly bigger number than what's out there in that 5.5, 6 to 1 range. But Christopher Bell is a driver that I'm going to look at to try and build around. And one of the guys that I'm going to look to fade on this particular track type would be Tyler Reddick. I think he was overvalued after the hot start, hasn't really shown speed. And I'm not sure the 45 is even going to factor into the calculations of defining a NASCAR champion unless he can get home to Homestead for the final race of the season within striking distance, because his talents are well suited for that 1.5-mile high tire wear track right basically down there in the Florida swamp.
You mentioned the hot start for Tyler Reddick. What happened?
I mean, you better be lucky than good sometimes. When you dig into some of the underlying metrics around Tyler Reddick's start, he wasn't leading a ton of laps. He didn't have a ton of fast laps on his resume, but he was having finishes and putting himself in position to win some of those races. And for a while early in the season, I mean, this guy could do no wrong. I mean, your NASCAR tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists will tell you that this was NASCAR extending an olive branch to Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin for the lawsuits that they were embroiled in at the end of last season. And, they decided that they were going to make Tyler Reddick have a street legal car and have to compete on the best of his talents and not have a competitive advantage that way. But that's purely tinfoil hat speculation, no truth or merits behind some of those rumors and allegations.
Todd Furman with us on 3HL. All right, want to talk some college football win totals?
No, we can. You guys are the ones that steer this ship. Whether you steer us into the rocks or we continue to set sail is only anybody's best guess.
Well, I mean, the best advice is to not get on a plane with Ron Slay and John Henderson.
Well, apparently that's the case. I mean, Slay, what were you tipping the scales at back then that they threw your butt off the plane?
Dude, the crazy thing, I was in shape and playing. Like, it was, dude, we probably had a 8-passenger propeller
but
plane.
Big John's like 6'7" something.
Yeah, he's a big old boy down. You know what I mean? We had him, Tommy. What was Tommy's last name? He played for the Raiders at the time. Golly,
Well, they do say muscle weighs more than fat. So that story then checks, Slay, if you were in shape back then.
That's all I'm telling you. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's fair.
But the problem was it tilted. When we all sat down in the back, they tried to tell me go up front, and Tommy and John got in the back, and it still tilted. Like,
they should have thrown you in the jump seat. You and the pilot could have been sitting up front, and in case of emergency, they go, "Hey, Slay Dog, you fly the plane." If the pilot decides he can't handle that kind of responsibility anymore,
I would have had it. I was comfortable in doing it. You know what I mean? It's like one of the remote controls.
A lot of times they'll put somebody in the on the toilet.
Dude, none of this was gonna work. I'm telling you, this was too heavy. Plus our bags, it was over. This would have been.
I mean, you guys could have left the bags behind and thrown the bags on the ferry.
No, we just went on them. on the ferry. It was safer.
All right, SEC win totals. Georgia and Texas. Last time I looked, 9.5 for them. And for people that might be new to this segment, a lot of times, Todd, you talk about trying to find value. So, do you find value in Georgia or Texas at 9.5 wins?
I don't. In either of those teams. I mean, Georgia right now, 9.5, you have to lay a heavy price to go over. There was some sharp money, though, admittedly, that came in on the Bulldogs to get to that 10-win threshold and be able to exceed odds makers' expectations. When you look at Georgia's schedule, it's extremely favorable by SEC standards. I mean, most of their toughest games are going to come at home, with the exception being Week 6 when they go on the road to Tuscaloosa to take on Alabama. I'm not as high on Ole Miss. I know people will point to that game deep into November. I think it's Saturday, November 7th or thereabouts. And so when I look at this Georgia team, Gunnar Stockton's got to be a little bit more dynamic as a passer. Yes, Georgia brings back a ton defensively, but I have some reservations about this Georgia team. And I think oftentimes you do have to factor in the schedule these teams are going to play when you're making a compelling case for or against on a win total. But I feel like Georgia's ceiling is kind of getting to 10 wins, so laying a price to try and get there, not something I'm going to do. Texas, on the other hand, is a little bit more intriguing because I do think Texas is more talented from top to bottom. But Texas is a non-conference game, as we know all too well, Week 2 against Ohio State. And that's going to go a long, long way in determining Texas's ability to get to that 10-win mark. I think rather than tying up your money on the Longhorns for the full season, if you believe Texas is an over team and it's not going to be quite apples to apples, there is a correlation, though. Bet Texas on the money line in that game against Ohio State. If they happen to lose that game, you can re-enter the market at a reduced, adjusted price. But going through Texas's schedule, I mean, the annual showdown in Dallas against Oklahoma on our neutral, you get a Tennessee team that I think all of us, including you guys there, are intrigued to see what they have at the quarterback position. I mean, home dates that are manageable, but road dates in November at LSU and against Texas A&M. Longhorns are going to have their work cut out for them, and a lot of expectations around Steve Sarkisian's group, knowing how much they spend in the transfer portal and some of the difference makers that they brought in at the skill positions to try and give Texas an opportunity to get a seat at the table in terms of the college football playoff.
Next triumvirate of teams at 8.5 is what I saw: Alabama, Texas A&M, and LSU.
So Alabama, for me, I am not necessarily a buyer in the win total for the Crimson Tide. I think there is a shred of opportunity for them to win the league if everything meshes for Alabama this year. But the boomer bust that I like on Alabama, and this comes with the caveat of also saying I'm not sure he's going to win the starting quarterback job, is Keelan Russell to win the Heisman Trophy. The reason I make a case for Keelan there is I think he's got the upside and the skill set to try and be able to flash in some of the non-conference games. I also think Alabama's defense being leaky enough is going to give Alabama's offense the opportunity to put up some crooked numbers. And while I'm not saying Keelan Russell steps in and looks like Jaden Daniels, I think that's the kind of blueprint that the market suggests when we saw Jaden Daniels and that LSU offense need to hang 35 to 40 every single week because the defense wasn't going to get stopped. So if I'm getting involved in Alabama, big picture-wise, Keelan Russell to win the Heisman Trophy, of course, knowing that he hasn't secured the job yet over Austin Mack. But I think Russell gives them a higher ceiling, even if he doesn't have the same floor as Mack, who has been with Ryan Grubb and Kalen DeBoer for a lot longer. As far as some of the other teams sitting at 8.5, the one that I like under the total the most would actually be Texas A&M. Look, I'm not a buyer in Marcel Reed, quite honestly. And when we saw A&M step up in class, the non-conference game against Notre Dame notwithstanding early in the year, A&M stubbed their toe and then some. I mean, look at the last two data points that we saw for the Aggies last season. They couldn't do much against the Texas Longhorns in the regular season finale. It kept them out of the SEC title game. And I'm not sure if we played 8 quarters in College Station against that Miami team, if A&M was ever going to find the end zone. So for me, it's a team that lost a ton, especially on the offensive line to the draft. They had a boatload of talented players that are going to be playing on Sundays. But I look at A&M's schedule, and it is absolutely riddled with landmines and potential losses. Yeah, as early as that September Saturday against LSU, even a road trip to Columbia to take on Missouri. They go to Alabama before their bye. They're at South Carolina. And then they close with a stretch at home against Tennessee, at Oklahoma, and Texas. I think A&M's ceiling for me is 8 wins, and I would not be surprised if Marcel Reed really struggles. I'm selling A&M stock going into the season.
Todd, Father, let's go to this next tier. And I want to know, do you think they should be in the tier ahead for 8.5 when you look at Oklahoma? They're at 7.5. Looking at that schedule, you just talked about it. The back half gets a little dicey with Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and Missouri, with a little bit of maybe some contest from Florida in the late part of the season. But other than that, man, they got a defense returning. Latier's supposed to be healthy. Is 7.5, ain't that kind of low?
So I like this team quite a bit, Slay, and I have high expectations for Oklahoma, but the schedule being as daunting as you kind of alluded to is going to keep me off their win total at 7.5. Do I think Oklahoma can get to 9, maybe 10 wins if things break the right way? No doubt about it. But would it shock me if they were going into the regular season finale hoping that they needed a win to get to 8? You mentioned the late season schedule. I mean, we're going to know what Oklahoma is pretty early on. I mean, by the time the calendar flips from September to October with road dates at Michigan, at Georgia, and a tricky home date sandwiched in there against the New Mexico team, who's one of the short shots in the Mountain West. This Oklahoma defense is going to be the real deal. Offensively, hard to be worse than what we saw for them after John Mateer broke his thumb. But from a win total standpoint, again, I know I'll use this term quite a bit when we preview a lot of these teams going forward. It's asymmetric risk. So if everything were to go the right way for Oklahoma, they're a playoff team, and I'd rather look to bet that price tag that offers a little bit more meat on the bone than getting involved in their win total. I mean, this is a group from an experience standpoint, top 25 in the country, brings back 75% of offensive production according to Bill Connolly, and defensively they don't bring back nearly as much production, but Brett Venables builds all-star caliber defenses. So I like Oklahoma this year. I think they have an excellent opportunity to upset Michigan as a 2.5-point dog week 2. But the win total for me at 7.5, I can find better ways to tie up my money for the next 4 or 5 months than with a coin flip, knowing how tough their schedule is.
Okay, well, let's take a trek over and check out Oxford. What you think going on with Ole Miss right there? You think they can clear that?
Real boomer bust potential here. I know that talent is there, and the folks should be excited about Trinidad Chambliss, getting his proverbial stay of execution with a chance to backbone and lead this offense. But this was an Ole Miss team that if we're using the limited sample size we saw of Pete Golding in the college football playoff, expecting that carry it forward in the week-to-week grind of being a head coach in the SEC, I think is a little bit of fool's gold. And we're going to get a good indication of where Ole Miss is right out of the gates as a touchdown favorite in your guys' backyard for that Sunday, September 6th opener against the Louisville team under Coach Brom, who has loved to be giant killers when they're catching points. Ole Miss for me would be a sell, kind of big picture-wise. I just don't necessarily believe that Golding is the answer. I think they lose a lot, not just in Lane Kiffin, but Charlie Weiss Jr. as the offensive coordinator. And while Kejuan Lacey and Trinidad Chambliss, as dynamic a 1-2 punch, you're going to find quarterback and running back, I feel things can get off the rails rather quickly. And I begin to wonder if Ole Miss was forced to hire Golding because of their upset against Georgia in the college football playoff, and it may be a decision they end up regretting 2 or 3 seasons down the road.
I didn't think about that.
What about Florida? Kind of locked in that same realm.
Yeah, Florida's a team I actually do have a little bit under 7.5 that I've bet myself. I think John Summerall is a phenomenal hire and is going to give Florida a much better floor and higher ceiling as they trend forward in the SEC, but I'm not sure that's necessarily going to show up right away in the first season there. Great coaching staff, and there's reason for those folks to be optimistic. Their biggest measuring stick game comes early on when they'll go to Jordan-Hare Saturday, September 19th to take on Auburn. I think that game is going to tell us an awful lot about 2 first-year head coaches and what kind of realistic expectations we can have for these teams. But their schedule, especially on the road and neutral, I mean, there aren't a whole lot in the way of layups early in the year. Schedule does get to be a little bit more manageable for Florida when you look at their trio of finishing kicks at Kentucky, home against what I'll call a rebuilding Vandy team, much to the chagrin of Commodore fans, and then at Florida State. But I think Florida's bed could be made by that point. Like Florida under 7.5, it feels like 7 wins could be their ceiling unless one of the 2 quarterbacks fighting for the job really ends up becoming lightning in a bottle.
Slay, you want to ask about the team that has its logo on your shirt?
Yeah, I know a quarterback hasn't been decided on yet, Top Father, but if we were leaning
that doesn't matter in college football.
Thank you. I'm with that. Yeah, who needs a quarterback? Especially when you got all them weapons out there like Tennessee does. What are your thoughts?
I actually am very interested to see this Tennessee team because if one of these quarterbacks does hit and they have a little bit of pedigree, I think this is a Tennessee team that's actually being overlooked in that middle tier of the SEC. Do I think they can finish on the same level as the Texases and Georgias of the world? No, but I do think they can be more competitive week to week than what we saw for stretches last year, knowing how they finished the season, not exactly consistent with Vols football against Vanderbilt and weren't great in their bowl game. So Tennessee is a team that I am very interested to watch early on, and I'm willing and ready to adjust their power rating accordingly if this team looks to be a little bit more dynamic offensively than what I think. And the big one I'm sure you will be in attendance for, Slay, the final Saturday in September when they play host to the Texas Longhorns. Big measuring stick game there. I'm not even going to say that they're on upset alert when they go to Atlanta to take on Georgia Tech. That should be a game if Tennessee wants to seriously be considered for that second tier in the SEC or dark horse college football playoff contender. You go out there and you win that game by margin since Tech is rebuilding at quarterback and the offensive and defensive coordinator spots.
I tell you what, Top Father, I will be there, but they're going to handle business versus Georgia Tech, take care of Texas. I tell you what, the third weekend in October, that third Saturday in October, that's going to be a showdown. That should be top 10 to going to run rampant over Bama.
Well, we'll see about that. I mean, you going to make the trip down to Carter Denny Stadium and be in attendance for that one?
Hey, I listen. No, that's in Knoxville this time.
Oh, they're playing at home against Alabama this year.
Yeah,
they've won the last two.
I went down last time.
All right, so it gives you it gives you an opportunity then, Slay, to be able to get there. You don't even have to jump on a small plane to make that happen.
Well, maybe he does.
I have before.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point. That's very much up for debate.
We need to talk about another team with a quarterback battle going on, Vanderbilt. What do you see? 10 wins last year, never happened before in program history. Do they take a step back?
They do take a step back. I think it's impossible to ask this team to pick up where they left off when you lose the heartbeat of what Vanderbilt football has been over the last couple of years in Diego Pavia, and you lose your top offensive playmaker in Eli Stowers. Look, Vandy has a ton of momentum, and the fact you're able to flip a quarterback recruit from Georgia and keep him at home speaks volumes for what Clark Lee has done to this program and how fans should be optimistic about where they can go. But if they take a step back this year, does it hurt their trajectory going forward? I mean, from a returning experience rank, Vanderbilt kind of up against it by conference standards. You know, offensive production outside the top 110, defensively outside the top 70, and the schedule, even with 3 home dates, that NC State game becomes a swing game for them. This is one of the sharper win totals that pro bettors were going under at 6.5. We know that mark is now down to 5.5 at spots. Yeah. And while it kills me to say it because I loved watching that team last year and what they've become, if you have an opportunity to go under 5.5, right around plus $1.20, plus $1.30 on the Commodores, I'm much closer to getting there than I would be on betting Vandy to get bowl eligible again this season.
Todd Furman, our guy in Vegas. All right, the last 3, Kentucky, Arkansas, Mississippi State, all at 4.5. Is there value there? I see it in Mississippi State. What do you see?
Mississippi State going to be a fun team to watch, in my opinion. I really like Kamario Taylor. I mean, he's a home run waiting to happen, both for Mississippi State and against Mississippi State, unless he settles down, but provides that dual threat capability, a fun non-conference game that I'm sure everybody is going to hang the conference banner on one way or another when Mississippi State goes on the road in a true environment to take on a Big Ten team in Minnesota, the second game of the season. Jeff Lebby, I don't think got enough credit for what that team was able to do last year non-conference-wise. They were close to winning a few more SEC games. And you know what? They benefited immensely by getting the extra practices in and being able to play in a bowl game. So Mississippi State, I think, will be a fun watch. Now, asking them to go over their win total, I'm not sure I'm ready to get there. Kentucky, I have no expectations for good, bad, or indifferent. Will Stein not shying away from potentially building this program up. Not one of the easier places to win in the SEC, but I do think that the Kentucky football program in general had grown a little stale under Coach Stoops. So when you get a guy in there that has ties to the program, I think it's only going to mean good things for Kentucky in terms of bringing their offense into the 21st century. And Arkansas, look, this was one of the hires this offseason that I was most critical of. I wasn't a huge Ryan Silverfield guy when he was calling the shots in Memphis. Thought he always underachieved with a team that always had the best resources in the American. And this, for me, feels like one of the toughest jobs, if not the toughest, to consistently put a winner on the field within the SEC. It makes what Houston Nutt was able to accomplish years ago that much more impressive. I'm a seller of Arkansas, and I think this is a team that is going to take some time if they're going to build them back into being a bowl contender. I mean, even the non-conference games at Utah, if it's a night game at Rice-Eccles, good luck there. And the home date against Tulsa going to be a little bit tougher than what Arkansas fans would lead you to believe. I think Arkansas struggles to get to even 4 wins.
Real quick on the way out, we have to ask this for Babs. Auburn over the 6.5, correct?
So I'm not going to buy or sell Auburn early. I do like the hire quite a bit for Alex Golesh, but I want to see how Bowen Byram looks against a what against an SEC caliber defense. So when you're talking about a guy who was a run first option, look, if it all clicks for you, basically what I'm going to call the USF offense down there on the plains, things are going to go the right way. But I want to kind of take a wait and see approach. Again, for Auburn, though, schedule relatively favorable and manageable out of the gates. I mean, there's a non-zero chance that if Auburn gets things to break the right way for them, that they could start the year 4-0, winnable game against Baylor on a neutral in Atlanta, a home date against the Southern Miss team that is downright horrific, and then 2 games against Florida and Vandy, that if Auburn's going to be a legitimate threat and or contender to try and get back to the postseason, those are the kind of football games you need to win before you go on the road and take on Tennessee.
Todd Furman, there he is. At Todd Furman. Got to get the Bet the Board podcast going.
Good stuff.
Well, I mean, look, you guys have connections for all sorts of that big private equity money that's flown into LSU's athletic program. If you can just get it flown into my pockets and Mr. Insider, I never say never.
Thank you, Todd.
Appreciate it,
Always
Todd.
a pleasure, guys.
All right, there he is. Todd Furman. More 3HL next.
Hey, man, what are you sleeping on? Huh? That's what I need to know. Because it should be the mattress that I'm floating on. That's right. You heard it right. I didn't say sleeping. Floating. Floating all night. While lying on this mattress, there's no pressure on any one spot on the body. It's weightless. It's like sleeping on air. I know it sounds crazy, but trust and believe. At VUnitedMattress.com, you can go get one for yourself. I'm swearing by it. I'm telling you, dog. You sleep like you never have before. Once you lay on this, I'm telling you how everybody loves to go to hotels and try to be. Trust and believe you won't be able to get back home fast enough. Modern construction or dense foam makes it easy to handle while maintaining long-term performance. So just go to TheUnitedMattress.com. Check it out. Not those other sinking mattresses, but TheUnitedMattress.com.
3HL 1045 this home. Britt Doherty, Ron Slay with you. Babs will be back tomorrow. Ian Rappaport with the story. The Rams worked out retired defensive tackle Aaron Donald today.
Who's shocked? Anybody shocked?
No.
Yeah.
He put the pads on and continues the process of seeing how his body responds. Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett. You just shake your head. I mean, two walking gold jackets right there.
That's just silly.
Good?
That's what that is. No, I hit my knee.
Damn, man.
I know.
Did you hit it like right there on the funny bone?
Just a little bang bang boogie. Nothing too.
A little bang bang boogie.
Yeah, that's a little light.
Is that your bad knee?
No, both knees good. I don't have a bad knee no more.
Shout out Dr. Rob.
Your bad knee might be your best knee now, right?
Yeah.
You're like the $1 million man.
I'm telling you. I'm good money now, dude. I'm living.
Rocky Balboa.
Yes, sir.
Rookie running back Jeremiah Love will not play in the Hall of Fame game tomorrow night.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
Not watching that game.
No, that was it.
I told Kirby with an eye when I wrote this down. I was like, Slay's out.
That's the last thing that had me. Yep. I'll see y'all on Friday.
Quarterback Carson Beck will start for Arizona. Quarterback Kenny Pickett will get wicket.
This is what I want to see.
Carolina. Rookie
Pickett versus
Carson Beck.
Yeah.
Rookie quarterback Haynes King will play for the Panthers. Arizona, Carolina. Carolina favored by 1.5, 7 o'clock NBC.
See y'all at the movies on Thursday.
We'll be right back. 3HL. By the way, in the 5 o'clock hour, Zeph Dog found some audio from Faison Brandon and George McIntyre, the two quarterbacks battling it out in Knoxville. You'll hear from them during the 5 o'clock hour. That's coming up. Stay tuned. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
What's happening, y'all? You know what time it is. You hear the college sports. It's taking off. The NFL taking off. Playoffs will be here before you know it in baseball. And basketball will be starting. But let's go on and get to where you need to get to. That's Circus Sports right there at the Mint at Kentucky Downs, located in Franklin, Kentucky. Short drive up 65. Get off the first exit as soon as you cross the border. Get into Kentucky, and it'll be right there. It is ready for you. Permanent retail sports book at the Mint at Kentucky Downs in Franklin features immersive two-story sports betting experience designed for comfort, convenience, and live excitement. Slot machines everywhere. You hear me? I said everywhere, well, man. I guarantee you must be 21 to place a bet. Make your reservations if you want to pick your seat. Price for booth recliner goes towards food and beverage minimum. Don't need reservations? You can enjoy the open seating as well. Stadium seating, go to the cage, make your best. They'll walk you right through it. You can't miss. Only if you don't go to Circus Sports at the Mint at Kentucky Downs.
All right, if you what you really want is relaxation, a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa, that is where you need to go, because here's the deal. At a Moment's Peace, maybe you're thinking, I don't want a massage. Not a massage kind of person. Well, you don't have to have a massage. You can go there and get a manicure or a pedicure. You can do sunless tanning. You can go get a facial. They have this hydrofacial that makes you look 80 years younger. It's amazing. They've got a hair salon there. They do cuts, colors, styles. They'll do your makeup there. And then they have amazing gifts in their little shop right out front, and it smells wonderful. So everybody loves spa gifts. If you want to pamper yourself, go check out a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. Or if you want to give a gift to somebody that will always hit and always be a major plus, then you need to get a gift card to a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. And they make it easy for you. Gift cards available 24/7 on their website, amomentspeace.com, or give them a call, 615-224-0770. They will handle your special request, or if you have questions, you can always ask them. Other than that, you can just stop by. They're in Cool Springs across Interstate 65 from the mall, and they're right there at the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakersbridge Avenue. It is a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa.
Good afternoon. It is 5:05. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs Studios. Tennessee football back on the practice field today for the first time this fall. They are a month away from the college football season. A couple of NFL news and notes from today. The Commanders signed four-time Pro Bowler, former Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs, and Texans wide receiver Tank Dell made his return to the practice field, his first padded practice since December 2024. Nashville SC returns to the pitch tonight as they open up League's Cup play against Lyon at Geodis Park. Kickoff is at 7:30. For your foundation repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Three HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. It is Wednesday, which is
Hump Day.
Ron Slay.
I'm in the building. Burn. I burn. Let's go, baby. What's up, good people? What's happening?
We think about this quarterback battle in Knoxville.
I need to know more. I think the country wants to know more. Because nobody knows.
The trouble I've seen.
I mean, tell you. You got to know, you know.
Do you think Heupel knows?
Yeah.
You do?
Yep.
But he's going to let it play out.
He has to. It's only right.
Competition's good.
Yeah. I mean, but the players know. Players
he told us at SEC Media Days, we're going to let this play out in front of their teammates.
Yeah, they'll show you. They'll show you who deserves who gets it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who can move the ball?
Babs will be back tomorrow. She is on assignment. The executive producer of 3HO is Zeph Dog.
It is Zeph Dog.
Zeph's wife, Alyssa, also hanging out today.
Man, I didn't even know my girl Alyssa was back here, man.
You should have. I said it this morning.
This morning?
Yeah, takes it in the chat.
I'll go by. Yeah. I'm in there and then I ain't in there, so.
Well, that was pre-nap. Anything pre-nap.
It don't count.
Much forget about it, yeah.
Well, what's beautiful is she's in there reading a book. That's how much she's entertained by us.
I love it.
She was also watching Harry Potter until my iPad died.
You ain't got no charger?
I do.
Do you want to know something? I have not seen any of the Harry Potter movies.
Me either.
You haven't?
Good.
We're on the same page there.
I'm the Lord of the Rings guy. That did enough for me.
I've never seen any of those.
I hadn't until she showed them to me in high school.
Ain't that when they came out?
No, they came out like...
You forget, he's only 25.
Yeah.
Zeph Dog was,
I never felt older.
Knee high to a grasshopper is what old people say.
Than I did listening to Cover 2 today.
You did what?
Never felt older than today when I was listening to Cover 2.
What did Cover 2 make you feel old about?
Ross Johnstone, who produces their show.
What does Misty and Bon Aqua call him? Saucy Rossi?
Yeah, Saucy Rossi. Dude, Hitman, they were going through people that you know, or do you guys that you remember. They were talking about the historians. He was talking. Hitman was talking about Mark Howard, how he can recall everything.
Oh my gosh, Mark was amazing,
man. And so
he's the one that taught me about preparation. Like there are very few things in this business you can control.
Yeah,
that's one of them.
Yeah,
I took that from him.
R.I.P. And Hitman was like, and they were saying, man, Hitman, you can recall a lot too. And he was like, yep. He was like, oh, and so they named some receivers, and he said, man, I got one for y'all. What about Mark Clayton? Y'all remember Mark Clayton? And Lions said,
Mark?
Yeah, Baltimore Ravens. And I'm sitting there like, no, the Mark brothers, dog.
Mark's brothers. Mark Clayton and Mark Duper.
Mark Duper.
With Dan Marino.
Man, what, Miami?
Woo.
And Ross and him, they didn't know him.
They didn't know him.
I grew up watching them like, golly. Wow, I'm back. I'm up there. I'm on. I'm Unk now.
You are on.
Yeah, I'm all the way full-fledged on.
I think I've gone past Unk. I'm like Granddad. I'm like Papa or whatever.
So, Slate, the Harry Potter movies, the first one came out in 2001. The last one came out in 2011.
Yeah. See, I was full-fledged into Lord of the Rings at that time. Yeah,
I mean, the last one came out, Zeph was like 10.
Yeah.
Then I was overseas.
I had just
really
turned 10. I've been 10 for a month.
I've been 10 for a month.
Hey.
Do you remember watching Slay play at Tennessee?
Hell
no. I was like 1, 2.
There's 1 and 2 year olds that remember me, so.
Yeah, man. He had that kind of impact.
Feel me.
They see Slay play, they take that diaper off, start flinging it around.
Feel me.
I mean,
Shiano
everywhere.
Hey, can I take us?
What else can I say? And I had to stop myself.
Can I take us on a small tangent real quick?
I mean, why not?
Why not? Okay, looking at these Harry Potter release dates, they released a new movie every single year. They had 1 year where they had.
Oh crap! How many of them are there?
Wasn't it Christmas? Wasn't that their date?
There's November and summer was their 2 dates.
Thanksgiving and
What is Hogwarts? Is that like the town they lived in or the house?
That's the castle that they were in. Okay. Anyways, back to my tangent. Why don't movies do this anymore? Why do we got to wait 5 years in between movies of the same franchise? Spider-Man, the one that came out this year.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The one before it came out in 2021. 6 or 5 years ago.
Have you seen Spider-Man yet?
Yes, I have.
Was it good?
I loved it.
What do I have to see to get ready for that one?
All the Tom Holland ones.
Tom Holland?
Yeah, so Spider-Man.
Mr. Holland's Opus?
Spider-Man Homecoming.
He has no idea what that movie is.
No, I don't. Spider-Man Homecoming is the first one. Then Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man No Way Home. And then that'll get you to Brand New Day.
Spider-Man, man. He's just out here rolling around, man.
Home ain't a part of it.
He's just out here winging it, man.
They're all on Disney Plus.
He's slinging it and winging it.
Disney
Plus.
And webbing it.
I'm mad at them.
Why you mad at
I
Disney
have
Plus?
2 different ESPN accounts, okay?
Yeah.
And then I try to go into Disney Plus, which is bundled in, and it's like, which plan do you want? I'm like, no, dude, you're not making me do 3 of them. So screw you, Disney Plus.
You just got to dive in, yo. It's good enough.
But movies need to stop this 5 years, 6 years in between movie
There's so much stuff going on out there.
So is Spider-Man a part of the Marvel thing?
Yeah. The MCU,
okay, so I've never seen any of the Marvel movies.
You don't need to. You just need to watch the Spider-Man stuff. You'll be fine. No, you don't. Not to watch the Spider-Man movies.
Not to watch, but you need to go watch the Marvel movie, every Marvel.
Oh, I mean,
movie.
yeah.
I've seen none of them.
But in order to watch this one.
What about He-Man? Y'all see He-Man?
I did. I liked it. It was actually a decent movie.
Zeph, you got a membership, don't you, to the theater?
That one's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
Not in the movie theater.
Was it Skeletor in there?
Yeah, and he was great.
That's my guy. That's my dog right
Was
there.
Faison Brandon in there?
No.
Was George McIntyre in there?
No.
All right, Josh Heupel, cut number 1, Zeph, on what he looks for in the quarterback battle and his quarterback's ability to learn from mistakes.
We do analyze every throw, every practice, the read, the fundamental of the technique. Absolutely. I think you're looking at every individual play. There's areas of growth, and you want to see your quarterbacks, but it's true for every player. Just continue to get better. And I said it yesterday, but guys that keep making the same mistake twice, a third time, that's when you get concerned. It's a player's responsibility to learn it, earn it, and take it and prove he's going to play at a championship level. And to do that, to get to that point, you got to be able to progress from day to day, rep to rep.
How do you assess George and Faison's ability as young guys to learn from a mistake they make?
Yeah, I thought they, through spring ball, the 15 practices we had, those guys were elite at continuing to grow. A couple things today, but I thought they, managed everything as far as communication, pre-snap mechanics extremely well. It's day one. We'll go back. We'll analyze every throw. We'll coach that up, read progression, fundamentals, technique, all that. But I just want to continue to see those guys grow.
Everything we expected.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to hear from Jim Knowles about the defense?
I guess so.
Defense coordinator for Tennessee, what he expects from the Vol defense, cut number 2.
I expect the defense to continue to grow situationally, right? Because we have to dive into the situations. I mean, once you get the basics installed, now you have to dive into all the situations that happen in a football game, and as you know, there's a ton of them. So we really need to hone down on those specific situations, which we can do because we've gotten the basics of it in. And, I expect this defense to be elite. I expect us to be able to perform in pressure situations. And I expect fans, coaches, players, that when the defense takes the field, that they have a high expectation that we're going to stop the opponent. I think when you have that feeling, it just breeds confidence, right? No matter what happens in the game, turnover, no matter how the offense is doing it, when your defense can take the field and stop people, makes everybody feel better, generates a lot of positive energy. So that's what I expect.
Okay. You know what would have been? Some coaches are just like, hey, man, keep me on the sideline or in the booth. Like, I don't really care about doing this.
Yeah, because if you get on there and whisper to me one more time.
About situations.
Yeah, I'm cool. I got you. Believe it.
No disrespect.
Okay, yeah.
But had we paired Jim Knowles with Butch Jones and done back-to-back pressers,
been out of there.
Individuals and situations.
Good and sleep. That's what I would have been. All right, thank you, Jim Knowles. I would like to know about these quarterbacks.
You want to hear from the quarterbacks?
Yes.
Who would you like to hear from first?
After Coach Knowles just got finished speaking, let's go with upbeat, Faison.
We'll do Faison Brandon and George McIntyre. We'll start with Faison Brandon. When we come back, 3HL 1045 The Zone.
What's happening is at that time for you to go and get you a vehicle. Well, I got a place for you. That's Mid-10 Ford. Go through there, man. Get you something good and nice and roomy and spacious to ride in. Why? Because you need it. And if you do need it, they got everything up under one shop that can get everything taken care of. Mid-10 Ford, they've been doing this and serving the community right here in Middle Tennessee for more than 56 years. You know I'm going to live by my word, man. And the word is they build relationships. It's the relationships that you get used to. It's like picking up a phone and calling your uncle. Hey, Unc being Matt and Trey in this situation. Hey, man, what's wrong with my truck? They're going to tell you bring it on in. Better yet, we'll come get it. How about that? This is what they do. It's no gimmicks, no pushy sales tactics, just honest people helping you find the right vehicle. All, like I told you, up under one roof. It's a one-stop shop. The sales, the service, financing, and even a body shop. They even offer the mobile pickup like I just explained to you. They make it easy. 615-259-2050, mid10fordtrucks.com.
The season is here. Maybe you're looking for a fun place to go watch a game and maybe make a little friendly wager. Well, guess what? You don't have to go far from here in Nashville. Circus Sports at the Mint at Kentucky Downs in Franklin, Kentucky. And you're like, wait, you're talking Kentucky? Yeah, well, guess what? First exit once you hit Kentucky. About 40 minutes from downtown Nashville. And Circa is awesome. The Circa Sports area has a 2-story sports betting experience. They've crafted every detail for you, the ultimate sports fan, and that includes these high-definition screens, which span more than 1,700 square feet. How about that? Seats almost 200 people, so you have plenty of space, plenty of room, and it is so much fun. CircaSports.com if you want more information online. But like I said, it's just right there in Franklin, Kentucky. First exit once you hit the Kentucky state line. Circus Sports at the Mint at Kentucky Downs. Go check it out.
I just ran into Minivan in the hall. You know what he asked me?
What?
Slay Dog? Are you in the boom boom room? It's like, Van, what do you know about the boom boom room?
Van don't know nothing about no boom boom room. He probably just been walking by the boom boom room.
I told him he needs a haircut, too. He said it's only been 2 weeks. Have you seen his hair?
Mm-hmm.
He cuts his own hair, this guy.
Yep.
I told him, you should just shave it off. And he's like,
No. Please don't, Benny. He looks so funny.
Can you imagine? That guy does such a good job on our building, man.
Absolutely.
He washes the floor like every day.
Yeah.
We've never had anybody like him. He's been here for a minute, too.
He's the truth. That's what he is. Minivan.
Uh-huh. Well, is one of these guys the truth?
Who?
George McIntyre, Faison Brandon.
We shall see. The world want to know, though.
Battling it out. First practice today. Zeph found some audio. Faison Brandon, cut number 3. Zeph. Slay wanted to start with Faison. We're going to start with Faison on what's different between now and when he first got there.
I definitely say I feel like a lot more different. I feel a lot stronger and faster, a lot smarter, even with like Coach Joey and Coach Hype, helping in the meeting room. Like, I just say I feel like completely different than when I first got here for sure.
Okay, growth.
Okay. You good with that one?
Yep.
All right, Faison Brandon talking about how much weight has changed. His weight has changed since being on campus.
Okay.
I'll definitely say I gained a lot of weight, like good weight.
Good weight.
A lot of muscle. Definitely sound like a lot more stronger, as you said, like with the hits and stuff, like definitely can get like a lot more stronger, but definitely feel like I could take a few hits. And definitely got like a stronger arm now, I feel like. So, yeah.
Well, I listen, one thing I really can't wait for is the future, but we're talking about right now. So, I like that. You had gains.
You think me and you could find some good weight?
It's tough at this age.
If you win, if you win and trade with Derek Owens, probably.
Yeah, no.
Nah, I don't want any part of that guy.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah,
Just keep him over there.
Yeah.
Did you see the transformations he put out for some of those players?
Yeah, that's for young, vigorous athletes.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Vigorous.
Yeah.
They pulled out the old thesaurus.
Yeah.
Slay's had a few today. Slay went to English class last night.
Yeah, man, I'm in there.
Got that Harbrace out.
The school start next week.
That's right. Faison Brandon on cut number 5, Zeph. Put Faison Brandon on playing in a system that has shown success to new quarterbacks.
I feel like really just with him playing quarterback and knowing like how to prepare a quarterback is the biggest thing of why they're so successful. So just really how he is in the meeting room and Coach Joey, all the tools he has to help him, develop us is I'll say the biggest thing with all the success he has.
Talking about Josh Heupel there.
Yeah. Okay.
This is our own little quarterback battle. It's an audio quarterback battle.
Right.
So we're going through Faison Brandon.
Answers.
We're going to get G-Mac in here in a minute.
Okay.
Faison Brandon talking about having an experienced team around him, which is something that we talked with Deshaun Bishop about. And he kind of alluded to, well, if Slay had a year of eligibility, he could, with all the weapons, he could throw it.
Right.
So
it feels amazing, even with all the wide receivers coming back, that takes like a lot of stress off of me, just having guys that, played at that level already and, know what to expect. So just seeing how they work is like, it helps me work harder, because just seeing them is like, I would say showing me where I need to be at to be able to play at a high level.
who's going to win that third wide receiver job? Matthews, Staley.
I don't know.
So the 5-star freshman is good to go now moving forward. He'd been limited a little bit and was in the spring, but limited in the first couple of practices. Head coach said he's good to go now.
Yeah.
Can he make a push?
I don't see why not.
Meaningful reps.
I don't see why not. Travis Smith, though, man.
Travis Smith.
He should be
Darius Jackson.
Jackson, like
they got a squad.
They do have some players, man. Like it's alternate them. Ethan Davis going to be in that mix too. So
you keep bringing Ethan Davis on every time I talk about the wide receiver. Can't forget about him. And I do. Yeah, he's a tight end, but
no need though.
I mean, pass catcher.
Very much so.
Weapon.
Bingo.
Bingo. Faison Brandon, cut number 7, on having a veteran group of wide receivers to throw to. There you go.
Those guys are like playmakers, you know. I'm very excited to have them on my team. Like, you know, have certain plays for them, like where you know, like they're going to get open, and you know, I just trust those guys like a lot. You know, whatever decision, some of our stuff is like decision based from our receivers, but I'm really like, I trust them with whatever decision they make. So, really, with all the off-season training and throwing routes and stuff, I'll say I'm like, my trust is very high with those guys.
I mean, it should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lean on them.
Yeah, the proof.
Get it around them.
Get the ball to them.
Also, we were searching, this side note, we were searching for an email from somebody that we know. Mm-hmm. I just got it. It's an AOL email.
This can't be real.
They still have those?
When was the last time you sent something to this?
That's what he sent me. I asked him, what email hits you?
See, you got to watch him. He may be being funny, man. I've never, that's
AOL.
Mine is Hotmail, and I know that's old.
Yeah, Todd Verman just told me that.
That's what he said.
Because he said, I wrote Gmail for you instead of Hotmail. Mm-hmm. And so he goes, Slays bounced back. And so I found yours, and I sent it to him. He goes, who the hell has Hotmail?
Yeah. I know it. And I pay for it. That's the wildest thing.
So Hotmail going to AOL.
You
this
pay
is
for your
something.
email?
I mean, this is complicated stuff.
Gmail's free there, Slay.
Yeah, I got Gmail too.
That's why I had to ask Slay. He's got multiple.
I got a lot of them.
All right, back to Faison Brandon. I'm quite sure he doesn't have an AOL account. Talking about going up against Jim Dole's defense in practice.
Yeah, like, you know, going against him every day is like you kind of see the same thing. Like, they disguise it kind of the same way every time, but, you know, you never know what you're getting after the snap. And, you know, all the different looks he gives us is like, I'll say it will really help us out a lot going into the season, you know, because I feel like we'll pretty much have seen everything, like, with how he does and at practice, like how he changes stuff up every day is just, I'll say it's really good for us going into the season.
It's very, very.
It made me a little nervous when he's like, I mean, it's the same thing every time. And it's like, oh, after the snap, it switches.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for pointing that out.
Nah, yeah, you've been honest. Cool with it. That's what you wanted. That's what you want. You wanted to look the same.
Yeah. I was just glad that he kept going.
Yeah.
Faison Brandon talking about cut 10s. Faison Brandon talking about when he felt like he had a chance at the job of being the starting quarterback at Tennessee.
Yeah, I'll really say after the whole, like, Joey thing, you know, I didn't really know what was going to happen. I was planning on coming here and, you know, working hard regardless, but after I seen that he didn't get his extra year, like, I would say just, like, made me want to work even more harder, you know, knowing that it's, like, a quarterback battle now, so.
When was the last quarterback battle you were in?
My freshman year in high school. So, well, like split time. The guy was a senior. We just ended up splitting time.
Wow.
Every game. So he would play like a quarter, I'll play a quarter, and it would just be back and forth.
As a freshman with a senior.
Some people got it.
I started to say, remember when you were a freshman? And then I was like, well, yeah, Slay was probably beating out seniors too.
No, actually, I was deep on the bench.
Were you?
Yeah. I got a little burn, probably about 6-7 minutes a game, but we was so deep.
6-7?
Yeah. Do you know how many times people say that and you don't even realize you're saying it? Why is 6-7 to go to?
They are right next to each other in the.
I know, but why is that to go to? Why would say 4 or 5? Or
yeah, 4 or 5.
3 or 4 times.
3, 4.
Why is it always 6-7?
I don't know how that happened.
I told you guys how it happened.
How?
LaMelo Ball was doing it.
not.
LaMelo Ball. There's no way LaMelo Ball started at 6'7".
Listen. He was doing an interview with some lady. I don't remember who the interviewer was.
Hey, lady.
And she asked how tall he was, and he said, "I don't know, about 6'7". And then all these kids on the internet were like, "That was funny." Because they have.
There's no way that started it.
I promise that
LaMelo Ball didn't start at 6'7".
No, but the kids on the internet took what he said and made it a thing, and so now it's a thing.
You're a kid on the internet.
This is definitely.
I'm not that type of kid on the internet.
I don't know,
what type
man.
of kid are you on the internet, though?
We need to ask Alyssa how often you're on the internet.
I more complain about my athletic teams on the internet than anything.
Did you give Alyssa last night a big dose of how much you hate the Dodgers?
Oh, no, she hears it constantly. She usually tunes me out.
Cubs got him again last night.
They sure did.
Shout out Dansby Swanson, former Brave, for taking Tariq Skubal deep.
Who you betting on, Zeph?
Dodgers money line tonight.
Braves money line tonight. They're on 6 in a row tonight. They're
about to take over.
They're on a heater.
If they win. They're only half a game back from the Dodgers right now.
You know who's on a heater? The Boston Red Sox. They're 29-5 in their last 34 games. That's a franchise record for most wins in a 34-game span. They're 61-51, just 5.5 games behind Tampa. They fired their manager at the beginning of the season. They were
not just their manager. They fired their entire staff.
Yeah.
Everybody. Wiped them all out.
29-5 in their last 34.
Mm-hmm. Somebody wasn't doing nothing right.
And now they are.
Shout out to Taylor Zarzer, big Red Sox fan. He was very unhappy with the way the Red Sox were going when they fired everybody. Bet you he's happy now.
They're back.
So is Faison Brandon. 2 more. 11. Cut 11. Faison Brandon talking about the challenge of being a young leader in the locker room.
I feel like, but I'll say I'm starting to grow into more of the leader role now. Just started really with the off-season workouts. Just talking to them, whenever we're doing, cone drills or, conditioning, trying to motivate the guys, to start, helping my voice, for whenever we go out there and, we're in the huddle or they need me to say something to them. It's just easier, and it's not just starting then. It's starting, in workouts and stuff like that, so they already hear my voice.
By the way, the Dodgers lost today again.
Did they?
So much for the money line thing.
Huh.
Good job, covers.com. Faison Brandon, cut number 12 on the dynamic between him and G-Mac.
It's definitely very competitive between us two. It's some things that I'm pretty sure he can learn from me and I can learn from him. I take stuff from him, Ryan, all the time, to apply it to my game because they do some great stuff too. So, but I'll say just me and him, we talk, we're in the facility. I feel like we have a pretty good relationship, but it's competing at the end of the day. So, it's nothing bad between us though.
Mm-hmm. I felt like he was kind of careful on how he answered that.
Yeah, man, he's all good. He's just trying to say they're competing. That's all. Give me some G-Mac, man.
You want G-Mac?
Yeah, give me some G-Mac.
George McIntyre from
hometown,
right here in Nashville, on having a year under his belt at Tennessee.
I think it's helped a little bit, just kind of being comfortable, just with the schedule and everything, and knowing how everything goes. Being in it for a year now helps a little bit, and just kind of have another year on building relationships with the guys who were here last year, especially in my grade and a couple of the upperclassmen that are still here.
What did he learn in last year? Did you have something?
No.
Okay. What did he learn
a little bit
on in last year's quarterback battle with Joey Aguilar?
Just watching Joey, kind of seeing him through the ups and downs of camp, just stay really level-headed, very chill. I never felt like he was pressing super hard, like he was just trying to get better every day, and try to take something from that for sure.
Kind of bouncing off that, everybody talks about, hey, you've had 1 year in the system at Tennessee that might give you an edge up in this battle, but how do you feel like just being under Joey for 1 year and learning all of the experience from him specifically, what did that help you out with?
Yeah, I think it was a super cool and unique situation that Joey was in, watching him attack it head on, and kind of like what I just said with him always being level-headed and just kind of just chilling always. He was always chilling. He was never too high, never too low, and I think that was something I tried to learn from him in my 1 year with him.
Entering another fall with a quarterback competition, how different do you feel this time around?
Yeah, I think it's two very different situations. I would say this year, obviously, I feel like I'm more kind of in it than last year. Last year was great. It was a great learning experience. But this year is kind of the year where I pushing myself really to just go earn it, learn it, and win it, like Coach Hype says.
What went down last fall, how that battle went down. How much do you look at that this year and what you can improve on?
Honestly, I don't look back at it too much. I think it's two different situations, but when I do think back of it, like in a time like now, and people are asking, just kind of remembering how well Joey handled things through the ups and downs of fall camp has been something that I like to remember and kind of store in the back of my head, and just know that, there's always tomorrow. So.
Okay. I know what I need.
What do you need, Slay?
I need football to start. I don't want to hear from them. They ain't telling me nothing. I'm spoiled by listening to NFL quarterbacks now.
I do like the idea of I can't worry about the past. Like, the past is what it is. You learn from it, be better. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
You can't be buried in the past.
No.
But you're used to NFL guys?
Yeah, I think, too, like, they're both in the unknown right now. So it's like
it's hard to ask.
Yeah, it's hard to ask questions. It's hard to actually, like, what kind of answer you looking for?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's all good just to hear because we ain't heard nothing all year from either one. But
I'll bet this is the only time they'll be available for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because, what else you can say?
Yeah, until the week of. They might not even be talking the week of.
I will say it was really interesting just hearing the different types of questions each quarterback got from the Knoxville media. Like, when I was cutting it up and I was listening to the questions for George McIntyre, it was heavy on the quarterback battle and stuff like that. Whereas when they were talking to Faison, the Knoxville media was more leaning about hey, playing in the offense and the guys around him and stuff like that.
Well, he's new and they haven't had an opportunity to talk with him very often.
Yeah, so we're not really getting George McIntyre, we're getting a little bit more insight on his perspective of this battle, whereas Faison, it was just, hey, welcome to your first fall camp. I know you're in this, but we're not going to dive too much into that battle stuff.
Let's go to cut 16, Zeph. George McIntyre talking about how he handles the pressure of a quarterback battle.
As far as handling the pressure, I just try to stay rooted in my routine. Being here at the facility as much as possible with the guys, just trying to be the first guy in, last guy out. Just always being here can kind of take your mind off things and help you not feel the pressure as much, I would say.
Do you think you'll enjoy a quarterback competition? I mean, like you mentioned, there's a lot of stress to this, but you're a football player. Do you think you'll enjoy the next month?
Yeah, I think competing is one of the more fun things about sports. I think the last time I was truly in a quarterback competition was my sophomore year of high school, competing with two guys who are older than me, and I look back on it as a really fun time in my life, just really getting to focus on ball.
Was it fun, especially because you won the competition?
I mean, that made it fun in the end, yeah, for sure.
Cut number 19, Seth. George McIntyre talking about his confidence in running the offense this year.
Yeah, I would say much better. I think there's a difference between knowing the plays and knowing all 11 people's job in a very detailed sense, and then going out there, reading the defense, knowing where your guys are going to be. It's a lot different from just knowing the routes and could draw it up on a board. And I'm not saying that's where I was last year, but I feel like I've definitely grown in that sense.
All right, one more, Slay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. George McIntyre, cut number 23, Zeph, on what gives him an edge in the quarterback competition.
Okay, here we go.
I feel like I'm pretty dynamic as a quarterback, being able to throw at all three levels and extend plays to throw the ball. And I think I'm still developing as a leader, but happy with what I've been able to do is growing my voice in the team in the offseason.
See, let me put my media hat on for a second. Are you saying that Faison's not? He can't throw on all three levels or something? But
no,
that's cool. I get him.
I will say in one of these cuts,
that's the problem of a competition thing because he's trying to answer for himself.
Yeah.
But immediately you're going to say, "Well, you're saying he can't do this." Yeah, I get it.
So one of the things he was asked about, how much what does he improve the most, and the first thing he mentioned is his deep ball, the placement accuracy, and
that's important in a hypo system. We've seen it.
Getting out there, he says his deep ball was by far the place that extended the most.
I still wish at one point Joe Milton would have had enough time to drop back, from the 20-yard line, and just sit there for a minute and let the receiver get all the way down the field and throw it as far as he can.
He did something like that against Squirrel.
He just threw it over him.
He did. That's right.
He hit
him with it. He hit him with
Squirrel then transferred in the offseason. Went to Florida.
Come out of here.
Mm-hmm. He hurt that man.
Scud missiles.
He caught it. Right there at the 1 yard line.
And it got hurt.
Got hurt.
Oh, man. All right, 3HL Bingo card coming up. Also, we may listen to something that Big Jeff had to say on the pivot. That's next, 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Can make a run for the border. Head up to Franklin, Kentucky. One exit into the Commonwealth of Kentucky, about 40 minutes from downtown. Circa Sports. CircaSports.com. They have the Vegas location. They have the Franklin, Kentucky location where you can bet on sports right there and watch all of the action. Stadium seating, huge screens, showing many events all at once. They have a hotel attached, Spring Hill Suites by Marriott. Really, really nice. Circa Sports at the Mint at Kentucky Downs, located in Franklin, Kentucky. Short drive on 65. Take the first exit, wanting to Kentucky. Easy to get there. Two-story sports betting experiences. Every detail crafted for the ultimate sports fan. Their permanent retail sports book at the Mint at Kentucky Downs in Franklin features an immersive two-story sports betting experience designed for comfort, convenience, and live excitement from a spacious 4,750 square foot front of house betting floor to high-definition screens spanning more than 1,700 square feet and a dedicated VSiN live broadcast studio. Every detail crafted for the ultimate sports fan. Sportsbook features 5 standard windows down below the stadium seating. Kiosks available, racing terminals, betting sheet rack, odds board right there, 486 square feet for that. Seating capacity, 194. So you can go up there and be in that immersive situation. Must be 21 to place a bet. Stadium seating, again, hotel attached, circasports.com. That's the Circa Sports at the Mint at Kentucky Downs.
Pella Windows and Doors. It's now August, which means a new Dawn deal for you. If you need replacement windows, if you need replacement doors, if you're building a house and you need windows and doors, you really should call my friends at Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. They are the absolute best. I've had to replace multiple windows in my home and all of our windows and doors in our rental property, and they were my favorite. I shopped around for everybody and found out that I liked them the best. And then after the work was done, they did an amazing job. So if you know that you're looking at new windows, go ahead and give them a call and make sure you tell them to give you the Dawn deal, which for the month of August is buy 3 windows, get 1 free. And no payments, no interest for 12 full months. You can either stop by one of their stores in Franklin or Hendersonville or easily schedule your free consultation, and you can do it online. As for the Dawn deal, PellaNashville.com.
3HL 104.5, The Zone. Britt Doherty, Ron Slay. Babs will be back tomorrow. Yep. It's really weird. Today feels like Friday to me.
That's probably because we wanted it to be Friday.
Is that what it is?
Yep. Guess what, y'all?
What you got, Slay?
I was walking around our house.
Yeah.
And tripped and fell over a toy and fell into this closet. And that is... Yep. Bab's prize closet. That's the closet I
Charles Ramsey, man. Yes. If you haven't seen Charles Ramsey describing finding Amanda Berry, you've got to.
I'm saying I found a little white girl.
He goes, I knew something was up. Little white girl ran to the arms of black man.
Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
All right, man. It's another chance for you to win tickets from Bab's Prize Closet that we just stumbled in, y'all. Don't tell her. Be caller number 5 now to win 2 tickets to see My Chemical Romance at Nissan Stadium on August 13th, plus 2 tickets to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. 615-737-1045.
That's what got us on the Opryland discussion.
That is, because you started off with that.
Yeah.
It sure is.
And I was like,
yep, amusing park.
What's your favorite roller coaster ever?
Mm-hmm. That is exactly how it started. Sure did. And look where we ended up. Huh. That's
That's organized chaos.
That's it.
Although there was no organization with regard to that at all.
But it was great chaos.
But it was very much a chaos thing, which led us to chaos at Opryland.
Bingo.
I only wrote down one 3HL bingo card item.
Okay, that's cool.
A brain is overrated.
Todd Father.
Todd Furman.
Mm-hmm. Who needs it?
He's got a big one.
Man, he uses it.
Yeah. He's got like a computer in there.
There's too much stuff going on in Todd Father here.
He's like Rain Man with a personality.
It may be passing. Like, I would love to see him challenge Rain Man. I think Rain Man will lose. Seriously. Seriously. If he get a week to prepare.
Do you think Todd Furman could count cards playing blackjack?
Absolutely.
You're not supposed to. It's not legal.
Yeah,
I'm just saying could he? I'm not saying he would or does or anything.
But yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do that, man. Do this. Yeah.
I think all you would need to tell them is how many decks they're using.
That's all you need.
Yeah. 3, Todd. All right. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gone. Take off.
Take off, eh? Beauty, eh?
What? Your mailbox is 92% full.
Wait. Your Hotmail mailbox?
No, this is my work mailbox. I don't even know how could this even get full?
People here know I don't even check the work email, so they send it to mine.
I delete mine.
And they're supposed to legally send it to my work email.
You know how many messages I got? I deleted 3985. I need to empty them. That's what I'm doing right now. Empty all.
Kirby with an eye sitting in the studio. It gives her angst.
I keep
Dawn, too.
What?
You can't tell them. No, you just can't tell them how many unread emails.
No, I don't do that. Now, Kirby, I read all mine. Like, I'm getting mine out of there. On my phone, I X them out. Every night, I end the night by clicking on all of them, delete. I get clean. I got clean email.
So mine's fresh and so clean.
Yeah, buddy. Clean email.
All right, tomorrow we'll hear from Big Jeff on the pivot.
That was a great. Hey, go check that out, too, y'all. I watched it last night having a stick on this porch. Really good. He opened up about his, you know what I mean, the being on the draft situation he went through, all of that. It's pretty cool.
Cam, when he knew he was a dog.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about Salah's defense? How pissed off he was at Vrabel and them for making it to the Super Bowl? Mm-hmm. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go see Endo?
Time to go see Endo.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. Thank you guys for including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Hopefully we were able to put a smile on your face at some point.
Big smile.
3HL is most certainly organized chaos.
It's all today.
Have a great night, y'all. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be unless you was getting a shout out. Shout out to all the people in Nashville that experienced Opryland Theme Park. If you didn't, shame on you.